Maybe it's the set start time. No, okay, I think it's working this time. Is it working? No, oh, yeah, I could hear myself on the thingy. Okay, it was showing me live on my, like, editing thingy, but not on the actual, like, page that my stream was on. So I thought it was live, and I was like, guys, look at my outfit, look at my stuff that I have. I was, like, going on for, like, so long. Well, I'll just redo it, even though I think it'll still show on the VOD. You can watch it twice. Okay, first I'll just say hello to everyone. Hello! Adam, thank you for driving me here in your limo. I appreciate it, even though the limo wasn't late, but then I found some technical issues and I fell in a storm drain. But then I came out and we're fine now. Okay, hello Devlin, Matt Devlin, hello Cream, hello Chelsea, hello Harmonic, hello Master Record, hello Michael, hello Geek Forever, hello Young Link, hello Jack, hi Kevin, Homesick Aaron. Oh my god, I'm getting so many happy birthdays, thank you. Okay, for everyone who doesn't, like, if you already know my age, don't say it, but I want you guys to guess how old you think I'm turning. Hi Shep, hi Faucet. I don't like ginger ale, actually. I think it's gross. Hi, Cream. Happy birthday again. Thank you. Hi, Bella. Hi, Mike. And Vapor Pony. Sad Daddy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 70, 21, 25, 23, 24. Let's see. 42, 30, 24, 25, 27, 69. Close. You look 24. Your outfit's aesthetic goals. Thank you. I'll show it off better in a minute. I was showing it off originally when I wasn't actually streaming, but I'll do it again. Okay, so I don't think anyone actually, I think like 1 or 2 people got it right. Yeah, I'm turning 28. So now I can be like Jake the dog in the first Adventure Time episode. Yeah, a lot of people don't think that I'm that old. I feel like 24 is a good guess. I feel like if I didn't know my age, I would be like, yeah, I'm totally 24. Hey, thank you, Rocco Jason! Happy level up day. And let me know how the audio stuff is. Like, I had to have my music coming from my speakers because I can't wear my cat ear headphones due to the bunny ears. So, the music's coming out of the speakers, so it's not as good quality. There's Rocco Jason. Thank you. Your outfit activates the neurons in my brain. Audio sounds good? Okay, perfect. Yes, and I also poured some beer into my teacup, but I'll do it again for you. There you go. Yeah, my birthday is technically on Tuesday. But I'll be doing a lot of school stuff by then. Because school has been kicking my butt. And that's why I haven't been streaming. So, instead of opening the P.O. Box stuff on stream like I usually would do, I have this Patreon hangout thingy that I do on my Discord, usually at the end of the month. And I did the P.O. Boxing on there instead because I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably not going to be streaming for a while. But then I forgot my birthday was coming up. Like, I completely forgot about my birthday until, like, yesterday. So, I got a few things for my P.O. Box. Poured some beer into my teacup. Yeah, I have to be fancy about it, alright? Wait, let me see. Can I do the pinky thing? I don't think I can with this cup. Actually, yeah. Wait, no, other hand. There we go. Yes. Sadly, I couldn't find a goth teacup to go with my outfit. I'm studying psychology. Okay, I'll show you my outfit now. And I was going to actually get up because I wanted to put my friend back on Bernard. But I'll show you my friend that I opened from the P.O. Box. And it's from Root Beer Pirate. Ta-da! It's me! Root Beer Pirate got this from a crochet person on Etsy. And it's based on my Fumo foam. Look how cute! We look the same! Except one is more slutty than the other. Okay, just so you know, I'm wearing shorts under this very, very short skirt. So it's totally safe, no butt flashing risks. But yes, this is my outfit. And it was actually gifted to me. Half of it, like, this part here was from Michael. And then this part was from Daniel. I don't think either of them are in the chat right now. But yeah, I was gonna put Fumo Foam back up here. Because that's where it belongs. Ta-da! On my little background. Still the cheap beer. Oh, there's Michael. That's the Michael who gave me these guys. I also have some other props because this stuff is kind of meant to be for a dragon character that I was intending to do. SFW buddy. Yes, I had to kind of modify the outfit to be a little bit more safe for work. So like originally, this outfit didn't come with us. Like this is the skirt of the outfit. So I added another skirt underneath because this one is clearly see-through. And then it also didn't have any fishnet, so I added that because it was showing a lot of flesh. And then I found like these kind of cover more skin, so it like helps it to look a little bit more conservative in some way, I guess. Oh, but I'll show you what this was. These gloves were originally meant to be paired with. So I got this in the PO, or this was actually I think I opened on stream on the PO box. It's meant to be like a new dragon character who's like gothy aesthetic. I'm not sure what color hair she'll have yet. Do you think it should be black or should I go for like a pop of color and maybe do like a purple or something? And then I also have these little claw thingies, but I found they're actually kind of big for my little twig fingers, so I could only fit them on my two main fingers, but I think it's kind of a cool look. So like this and like this. Kind of cool. And I might also get like fake nails or something. And she's going to be like a sadistic kind of like dummy mommy kind of character, I guess, but in a safer work sort of way. And then I also was going to have this as the choker and then maybe give it like a gothic Lolita dress. But now I'm like, what if I just use this for the character? It kind of fits because you've got the shiny black for the horns and like shiny black for the shoulders. And in the video it'll be showing like from here up. So this plus like some long nails and like black eyeshadow. Did we get any suggestions for hair? Someone says purple. I am gonna be dyeing my hair purple soon. Yeah, a lot of people said purple. I would go red, but that's for my vampire character. One day I will go back to red. And when I do, I will film another small pyre. Finger armor always goes hard. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh my god, Kelpie's here! Hi! What, in the Good Christian Minecraft? Hi! Yeah, this is my birthday outfit. Half red, half black split. Ooh, that would be really cool actually. I could probably find a good wig to go with that. Hey Josh! Oh, you're leaving. Okay, well thanks for coming and going again. Oh, is Mart in the chat right now? I've got to remember to mod Mart. Let's see, where are you? Wait, do you go by a different name in the YouTube chat? Goth Bunny Foam. Trying to play Warhammer games, but it's hard to look away from the screen for some reason. Oh, I wonder why. Teehee. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. You guys are so sweet. I will start answering some questions when I get to it, but if you really want something answered, you can donate and I will notice it right away. Okay, bye Adam. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the ride. Black main part and purple red mix. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Thumbnail is godlike. Can't believe I got. Okay, I don't think Mart is in the chat. Somebody let me know if they appear. Happy early birthday, 1 year closer to your true power. Yes! 1 year closer. One of these days I will achieve it. Oh! I just saw the art that Villa posted. Wait, let me show it on stream. Oh my god, so cute! Villa, are you still here? Okay, let me, just try to open a window here. Oh, here we are. Boop! Look how cute that is! Oh my god! So we have... What did I just drop? Oh. We have Maru and Zelenia and Faye and Smallpire and Emily and Clover, which is very niche characters that a lot of you guys might not know about. They're from my webcomic that I kind of abandoned for a while. And Ember and... Oh, thank you, friends. 10 euros. Happy birthday, sweetie. Thank you so much. So we have Banana and Bug and Autism Creature and Bentley with the little halo. Oh, and the Seafoam Cat and Ruben. Oh my god, I love it so much. Thank you. This is so adorable. Oh my god, bless you. Bless your heart. That's so cute. Ruben heard his name being mentioned. Hello. He has an eye booger on his face. I'll just leave it there. You can have that. I'm not gonna touch it. Bug being a gremlin in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like not many people know about Emily and Clover, but the ones who do are like, they really love and miss them. And I really hope that I can continue the comic sometime. Yes, it's Ruben. Hello. But yeah, I feel like this is like, I'm really digging the look with this for my dragon character, so I'm thinking maybe I will just copy this outfit for my dragon. But for now I'm going to be a bunny. You know what is such sad news? I don't know, like the people who've been watching my Ruben is still trying to, okay, I'm going to eat my cupcake so Ruben doesn't keep trying to steal it. This is my little birthday cupcake for myself and not for Ruben. I'm sorry. You can't have it. No. I'm sorry. Didn't I do it for you? Yes, that's my little guy. Okay, time to eat a cupcake. Maybe he can have the sprinkles that fall off. He's waiting patiently for any food to get dropped on the floor. Aww. Your birthday is on the same day as my mom's? Hey, nice. Hey, Master Record. Thank you. Half considering door dashing you a Dr. Pepper so you can spread the good word to your audience. Please do. I would be so happy because all I have right now is beer and it doesn't taste very good at all. Man, the delay for the donations to show up is really, really long. Dog is sprinkled with affection either way. Can you be a mean giant? I was actually thinking like, okay, for this like mean dragon character that I'm thinking of, like, she's not like mean in the way that she acts like she hates you like Ember does. Hey, there's Master Record. Yes, please, give me Dr. Pepper. Wait, I mean, I don't like Dr. Pepper. I don't even want any Dr. Pepper. I could take it or leave it. But yeah, working on it. This character is going to be like sadistic. Like she talks down to you and thinks you're like pathetic and stuff, but she likes that about you. So she thinks it's cute and like she likes having power over small, innocent, helpless creatures. And it probably won't be like stated outright in the video, but I kind of imagine her to be a lot bigger than the other dragons. Like she's a big ass like giant girl. you, Misfit Gamers. Happy birthday. I think you look lovely in that outfit. I hope you're having a great day. Also, Ruben is adorable too. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, there's Root Beer Pirate. Do you see little guy? I was showing it off earlier. Let me show it off again, along with my outfit as I do. Don't steal. Do not steal it. Okay? Don't steal it. This is my birthday fit, and this is the mini foamy who... No, don't do it! He's trying to steal it. Don't do it. Leave it. This is the mini foamy who matches with me. Look at us. We're so cute. I gotta put my bunny ears back on. Boop. Hee. I should get like mini bunny ears for for this one. And cat ears too, because I like to change it up. But yeah, look how adorable it is! And it has this little hood on the back. Oh, thank you, Theo Boldy, $5. Yes, mini ears. Yeah, that'd be so cute. But yeah, I cherish this so much. I've never had a plushie of myself or anything that looks like me, so this is so cool. I know, right? The little hood is so cute. And the little skirt is like actually a skirt. And it's got the little pleats in it. And the freckles. Your outfit is pretty shiny but cute. Yeah, I like for this particular like vibe, the shiny is important because it's like I don't know, it gives kind of like dominant vibes, I guess, for the character that I'm going for. That's why I thought this is like perfect for her. But it's like, I don't know. I guess it could go both ways. But I have her in my head, she's like dominant, kind of scary, but also loving type of character. $20 from Michael! Thank you so much! Happiest birthdays to you. Have you thought of a name for your new dragon character? I actually haven't. We can brainstorm if you like. Oof. Put them back. Byron, $2. Thank you. You have a mini me like Dr. Evil. Yeah. Watch out, Ruben. When you first opened that outfit, I blushed because, like, saucy. It is very spicy. I was explaining earlier how, like, it normally comes with this skirt, which is see-through, and so I had to add another skirt underneath it, and I also added some shorts so that, like, you know, it's impossibly short, so I didn't want to show my butt by accident. And then I also put the fishnet shirt underneath to cover most of the skin that's showing, kind of, but not really. And then these long gloves that Michael gave me to cover more skin and be all conservative about it, but also drippy at the same time. I think I did a good job of like dressing it up to be more like functional, I suppose. Discord. Oh, sorry, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Have my 200 sex! Oh my god, thanks! I've always wanted 200 sex! I don't know what that is. Wait, let's... How much is that? Is it like $2? Oh shit, no, it's like 25 bucks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Discord. Oh, sorry. Okay. I clicked it. There's a thing. I got a gift. Yay. Okay. I have it open now, so hopefully I will be aware when the dasher comes. Okay. Sorry I haven't been able to keep up with the chat too much yet, but I will start being more mindful of it. I'm just very distracted right now because there's like a bunch of different things happening at once. I keep expecting to hear heels when you walk up and about. Yeah, I'm not wearing any shoes, but if I did have them, I'd get like the same kind of shininess heels with like 7-inch skinny like stiletto heels or something. I think those would go really well with it. Oh! We've got Dan Pals, happy birthday Seafoam, member for 9 months. Thank you so much for sticking around. And also, thanks Dan for sending basically all of this outfit. And Misfit, $2, spicy indeed. How about the name Obsidian? Ooh, I really like that. That is definitely on the list. Obsidian. Covering skin as a life hack is actually hotter. It's true, it's like the general like old people or like website rules and all that stuff consider less clothes more like bad or devious or whatever. But I feel like when you cover it up in like a fashionable way, it looks better. Like I like it better with the fishnet underneath and with like long gloves and stuff. And with an actual... I added this black skirt underneath, Dan, because the skirt itself is completely see-through. Hey, $4.99! Happy birthday! Keep Reuben away from the cupcakes like you need to keep Faye away from the drinks. Had to fix the ceiling 3 times this month. Oh my god! Oh shit, there's some donations coming in. Oh my god, listening point, holy crap! $50, happy birthday, the outfit is dope. Hey, thank you so much! Actually, listening point is somebody who I might be potentially collabing with in the future if I get around to it. Probably sometime in the summer. Oh, member for 2 months, some guy. Thank you, some guy. You have the silver thingy. That's so cool. Oh, Dan Pals, $25. Happy birthday. Sorry to get ice cream for your... Sorry, had to get ice cream for your cupcake. Much love. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thanks some guy for being a member for 2 months and says happy birthday and everyone join member for birthday gift. Yeah, that would be great. Because it's not, like donations, I see a lot of people are donating a lot, but like, memberships are only like, you can do like a $3 one or like, you know, there's different levels. But you could do the cheapy one and it gives you a fancy badge next to your name. And you can use custom emojis that are from like my server and like Seafoam related emojis. And for every like, what is it? First month you're bronze. And then 2 months I think you're silver. 6 months you're gold. And then is it 1 year? 1 year you're like a diamond color. And then 2 years is like this rainbow platinum color. So is the longer you stay, the more your badge gets fancy. +1 for obsidian, nice one. And since volcanoes were sometimes considered dragon's layers, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Like I could have it so that she lives in a volcano. Fishnets are my weakness. Yeah, I love fishnets. Creep, thank you! $9.99. Some Dr. Pepper on me. Not that you like it, but if you want some. Thank you. I'll consider it. I'll entertain the thought, I suppose. Oh yeah, let me finish my cupcake. Oh. Listening point, the virtual barbershop person. Yeah. What's the best classic horror creature? Werewolves, vampires, or something else? Well, it depends in like what context do you mean? Since when have you had a tongue piercing? Since like actually pretty much a whole year ago. Because I got my tongue piercing probably like a week before my birthday. You can't tell, but it's like a shiny purple. Does your badge reset if you don't keep up with your sub? I know that there's like a grace period, but I don't know how long it is because I've seen some people rejoin and they got their badge from like the previous, like when they were last on it, but I don't know if that's like if it's like a certain period of time that you need to join again. But it's worth looking into. I'm actually not sure about that. I really have been wanting to try the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, but I haven't seen it sold around here yet. I was looking at my Dasher status, but it says, wait, it says waiting at the restaurant. Isn't this Dr. Pepper? What is he waiting for? Okay, sorry, I missed a donation, I think. Oh, brag. Five, what is that, pounds? Pounds! Happy birthday! Only recently started being active in the Discord and everyone's really nice. Don't really have any questions, so money. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you joined the Discord. Anyone who hasn't already and is like, you know, a Discord user, please join my server. It's like, it's very fun and I love like actually kind of talking more regularly and like getting to know you guys. And it's just like, I don't know, it's specialer that way, because then I get to be familiar with like your names. Oh shit! Root beer pirate! Yo! Thank you so much! Why does it just say nice? What do you just... Thank you. You got me a Fumo Foamy and now you're just sending me a bunch of money? I can't believe this. Thank you though. Wow. Oh, 69 USD. I'm so sorry that I converted it. That's the worst. Why would it do that? Red Rocket, $5. Happy birthday, Foam. Today is a sad day, but yesterday was a Saturday. Hey, I get it. I thought you were sad for a minute. I was getting worried. But yeah, Rupier, thanks for the $69. Oh, and we got another 69, 6.9. Thank you, Michael. Can you do the cheek flapping, non-ASMR style? Sure. Just like regular. Wait. It's harder to grab one of my cheeks than the other one. This one's harder because it's like more muscular, and then this one has more skin on it. Yo, Craven! $50! Happy B-Day, kiddo! Oh my god, thank you so much, Craven. Bless your heart. I haven't even, like, heard from you very much lately. Thank you for coming to the stream, though. Oh, you're gonna head out now, Root Beer Pirate? Thank you for coming. Have fun with your painting studio thingy. Oh, Clover posted fan art? Let's see. Oh my god! Okay, wait, let me show it on stream. Window capture. Boop! Oh my god, that's so cute! It's Maru! This drawing is almost a year old. Wait, did I save this? I don't know if I have this in my fan art folder. Thanks for sending it again. Oh, I love it! Yeah, if anyone wants to, like, make some fan art, and I will show it on stream, because I love getting fan art. I just joined at the moment, so I'm looking forward to whatever fun stuff comes from it. Hey! Welcome. What's the music in the background? I'm using this, like, thing that is supposedly Creative Commons, which means hopefully this won't copyright my live stream and make it so people can't watch. But it's, by Zai-chan Official, and it's just, like, upbeat kawaii music playlist. Oh, thank you, Misfit! Plot idea. Obsidian has a wait, hold on. Obsidian has a weakness for sweets, which you bring as a gift when visiting. It's such a cute image. Strawberries and cream is very good. Oh, that's a good idea. But then, like, Ember does also kind of have a weakness for sweets, even though she doesn't like to admit it. But it could still be. Maybe it's just a thing, like, dragons all like sweets, but not all of them like to admit that they like sweets. I'll be listening, but I'm just getting out of my workout. Gotta get ready for Mania Night 2. Hey! Have fun with that, Rocket, and thanks for still listening. Welcome to the Kitten Club, Brag! Byron, happy birthday, and keep being you. We all adore you. Oh, thank you so much. I am 28. I am a grown-ass man. Copyright is a meanie. That is very true. I hope they don't, like, bonk me for this, but it shouldn't, because it's supposed to be Creative Commons, which means you're allowed to use it in other content. Also, this is what I have in my teacup right now. Just beer. Grandpa Seafoam. I must leave you, but I will return at a later date. Okay, thanks for coming, Flo. When is the Raspberry Fritter Sister roleplay? I don't know. I think I was waiting on... I wanted to have... Yeah, I wanted to have one of those, like, reflex hammers that you, like, bonk them on the knee or whatever. I just wanted to have more, like, medical... Like, actual medical supplies that you would get at, like, a regular exam. Because Raspberry Fritter's sister is... I forget what I was gonna call her. Blueberry Fritter? And she just has blue hair and she's just a normal doctor. And I think it's really funny just because she's like, there'll be like sinister undertones and then it'll just keep being like disproven. Like she's just a normal doctor. I'm going to get a beer so I can drink with Daddy Foamy. Yay! Yes, everyone drink with me if you'd like to. Look, I didn't get Budweiser because I'm a Budweiser fan or anything, okay? It's just because it was the first pack of beer that I saw that was, like, palatable. Like, it's not a fancy craft beer, it doesn't cost a lot of money, it's just beer. That's what I wanted. Cheap, large amount of beer. Can you show us your feet? Unfortunately not. Can't wait to see Blueberry Fritter. Yeah, I already have, like, a good amount of little, like, doctory items. I could probably do something. I've seen your live streams in 3 different provinces now. Been watching a few years. Aw, I'm glad you're still watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. Never knew your birthday was the day after mine. Hey, we're birthday buddies! Yay! Harmonic. Oh, are you drinking with me, Harmonic? Drinking at 3 p.m. I'm drinking at 5 p.m., which is... I feel like it's, after 5, it's like the socially acceptable. So I'm doing it acceptably. Even though I was originally going to start streaming at like 2, but I decided I'll push it back a little bit. Byron, I'm here in England and the pinky finger points up. Oh, okay, wait. So what happens if you point it down? What does that mean? Is that like rude? Which direction shall I point it? Like this, yeah. Oh shit! Connor, $100! Happy birthday! Thank you so much! What the heck? Thank you! Why is nobody asking me? If you donate money, you can ask me like a question and I have to answer it, you know. But thank you so much. Y'all are the best. I appreciate you. You're about to have even more doctory items. Dr. Pepper. Yeah! 10 pounds from Leighton. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Wait, okay, where is my Dr. Pepper? Dasher is heading to you. Wait, Ruben's crying over there, maybe? Oh! Yeah! Okay. Hello. Master record. Excuse me. This is certainly an amount of Dr. Pepper. I understand why it was taking so long now. You have to acquire large amounts of Dr. Pepper. Oof. I had to answer. I had to answer the door wearing this. Go away, Ruben. It's not for you. You can't have Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry. Okay, wait, did I... Okay, I didn't miss anybody, right? Good, good, good. He's so nosy. He's trying to steal all my stuff. Enjoy the Dr. Pepper. Thank you so much. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna drink it straight up. I don't even know if I have room in my fridge for these. They're so big. I have enough for a while. Yeah, I'm fully stocked up. Oh, good. Shake. Wait, let me do a like. It's so big, that's what she said. Wow. Brag, $2. I don't know what I'd spend the last of my months on, so I have it. Don't give me the last of your $2. What? You could have bought like a small can of Dr. Pepper. But thank you. Smexy burps incoming. Oh no. Why do they gotta be smexy? Oh, I forgot. I also got another couple things in my P.O. box I didn't show you guys. So there's this. It's so cute. Little Fluttershy. And then, oh, I don't think, is Nick here? I think it was, who was it? Nick and Harmonic who sent the coloring books? $2 from Byron. When Ann enters the door, says that's your tip. Yeah. But yeah, freaking, they sent me a cat butt coloring book. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. It's just a bunch of cats showing their butt. I feel like this is illegal to own. No, Nick isn't here. How dare he? And then also this cute pushing one, which I actually colored a page out of. But I don't really currently have any good selection of colors, so it's just like the really basic ones that I used as props from the Bubble Mint video. The outfit is so cute. Thank you. Yeah, and there's like a whole bunch of these. This is more my style of actual coloring books because it's very simplistic, not overly detailed. And then I've got Emo Slug. This is like those fidget slugs. Usually you see them rainbow, but this one is emo, and he doesn't like to socialize with other slugs. And I loved him. And also, this Michael sent me this, which is this beautiful, like, big, pretty, chromatic diamond thingy. And it has a little stand, so it rests on my desk and looks pretty and shiny. Look how sparkly it is. Cool. And it has all kinds of colors in it. A slug to remember. But yeah. Oh, and also like a bunch of cinema roll stickers. Ah! Yeah, there's so many, and I don't know what to do with all of them. But I'm gonna put a lot of them on my iPad case. And there's some of them are like this, and they make me laugh, and I love them. Just like completely circular cinema roll. You need 6 more to become super seafoam. Fidget slugs are my joints. Oh god. Baby, $5. Having the biggest gender envy moment of my life. Thank you, Ed, and happy birthday. Wow, thank you. That's very flattering. Thank you. I thought I'm just kind of like, you know, doing the woman costume, but I'm glad that someone is experiencing the gender envy, because I experience it a lot towards other people. So it feels like flattering when other people see it towards me. I don't have a proper cup for my... I think I'm just going to keep drinking the Dr. Pepper from the bottle because I don't want to get another cup. My current cup is occupied. Maybe one day I'll drink Dr. Pepper from a fancy teacup, but for today, it will be beer. Do ASMR with this one? With the slug? I was actually thinking about, like... I'll collect like a couple other slugs, like maybe different colored ones, and then I'll just do a video that's entirely slugs. Because they all sound the same, but it's like I can just kind of show off like each one. There will be another package in the mail very soon. Ooh, okay. I will look forward to it, Dan. Thank you. I feel the gender today, and I love how Seafoam saw how gender I am. Yeah, you look great. Like, the short hair really, really suits you. Very happy you like the gifts, kiddo. Thank you, Michael. Oh yes, the slug was from Dan, yes. Thank you, Dan, for always sending great gifts, and everyone else too, I appreciate it. If anyone in the chat who doesn't know what I'm talking about with these gifts, if you look in the bottom of my description, it shows like my P.O. box address, and you can either like order something from my Amazon wish list or order something from Amazon and send it to the P.O. box list instead of like when you go to put in the address, you just put in the P.O. box thingy. Or you can like pretty much just like send whatever you want. Like, you could send letters, or like some people would send like a box full of sweets. But be careful about those. Let me know ahead of time if you're sending me sweets in the box, because I do try to hide my P.O. box stuff from Ruben, but sometimes I'll accidentally forget for like one day, and I'll leave it out instead of blocking it off, and then Ruben will open it and eat like half of the food inside of the box. It's happened several times where he's stolen a lot of my candy. Also, there was a time that someone had sent, I don't know if it was Daniel or someone else, there was like actual treats for Ruben in the box, and he opened it and ate the whole pack of treats before I had even gotten home. There will be sweets in this box. Okay, good to know. But I've gotten better at like keeping the boxes away from Ruben, so like I usually kind of just put them in this closet and close the door. But then sometimes I'll like things will get misplaced. Like actually the doll that Root Beer Pyra had sent, I didn't open it originally because I thought it wasn't, like I didn't know it was there, and I had to go digging through my closet, and I found this package like kind of off to the side hidden. Base Ruben, yeah. He's always causing trouble. He's a very good problem solver. I need to give him more like challenges. My battery's about to die, but happy birthday, Seafoam. Keep on trucking. Thank you, Vash. Hungry boy. Yeah. He's always so like insatiable. From experience, Ruben is based, but also a little shit. Yeah, but like, what does it mean to be based without being a shit, you know? Like, it's kind of part of the deal. Happy birthday, and I'm in love with your freckles. I actually, like, I don't know if you can tell, they're makeup. I do have regular, like, normal freckles too, but I add, like, these ones are all real, and, like, I just put more on top of my real freckles because it accentuates it. Leave the long boy homophobe alone. Yeah, he always, like, every time I dress, like, gaily, he'll be in the background of, like, my Instagram photos, just, like, looking at me, like, giving me a really homophobic stare, you know? And give me something to draw. I'm having art block. I'm gonna tell you to draw fan art. Okay, draw your take on like the obsidian dragon character that we were talking about. So she has like the curly black horns and like some sort of gothy outfit, but you can like, it's full liberty because I haven't actually fully designed her yet, but I'm assuming it'll probably be this outfit and dark makeup. Not sure what color hair yet, but I feel like either like a dark purple or the split black and red hair would be really cool. Actually, no, I can't do dark purple because Ember already has dark purple hair. So yeah, split black and red would be perfect, I think. Maybe like, I don't know if I can find a wig for it that'll fit because it's hard to cut bangs. Maybe I can get help with that, but I think it would be cool if it's like the kind of hair that goes like bangs straight across and then it's like split down the middle. That would be cool. Hey, Brandy's here! Super chat isn't working, but I sent a PayPal. Oh my gosh, okay. I feel like this happened last time too, didn't it? Let me just double check. And thank you for joining the stream. Where, Brittany? I have to see if I got a... Oh, there it is. Okay, I saw it. $4.99 from Brittany. Did you leave a message with it? Yes. Happy birthday, bestest friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why yours didn't show up, but I'm glad I still saw it. Thank you for telling me. Every time I hear Obsidian, I think of Minecraft. Yeah, that's fair. I'll get an extra viewer base of Minecraft players if I do Obsidian as the name. Can you do latex ASMR? Like, what kind of latex? I know, like, people have done, like, latex gloves and stuff, but... There were 420 viewers a second ago? Nice! 420... I have weed, you know. I feel like I probably shouldn't smoke it on stream just because... I feel like it wouldn't be very interesting to be high on stream. I don't know, but I do have it. Maybe one day. Latex allergy EpiPen ASMR. Oh my gosh, yeah, what if it's like you're trying to be sexy with your latex outfit? No, you're trying to dress the viewer in a sexy latex outfit and you're like, oh yeah, you look so good in that. And then you realize they're having like anaphylactic shock and you have to stab them with an EpiPen. Seafoam has a Patreon. I do indeed. Yes, check my description. You'll get all the links of like everything that I'm at. My Discord, my Patreon. There's like a thingy to join my channel membership. That's another way to support me besides Patreon. And you get similar benefits depending on what you pick. And what else? My Twitter and my Instagram, which I use pretty actively too. Twitter is more just like, not really channel related, more just like shitposty things. Like I kind of use it just as a personal Twitter. And then Instagram, I just post like cool selfies occasionally. Are you afraid to open an OF? Not quite. I just feel like I'm not ready to commit to that. Like, it takes a lot more work than people think it does. And like, I know that there's different types of OFs. Like, if I were to do one, it would be like this kind of thing where you're dressed in like scantily outfits, but you're not like doing porn or whatever. And I know some people do that, but I just feel like I couldn't commit to it, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like it would just get abandoned really quickly and then I'd feel pressured by like people paying money. But it could be fun too if I had a lot more free time. Like maybe one day, I'm not sure. But lately I've just been like trying to take a handle on the stuff I already do, you know? Like, as you can see, I haven't been uploading very much because I don't have a lot of time with like with school and stuff. But once summer comes, like once the term is over, I'm going to do what I did last summer, which is like going all out on my channel, doing stuff on like my ASMR channel and my like side channel, and like just exploring like different kinds of presences on the internet and going into more of that. Oh, and thank you, Wanderlust. I saw your donation, $2.20. You rock and are super adorable. Here's to you, N. Thank you. Yeah, school first, for sure. And then it just feels like exciting because I'm looking forward to when the term's over, and then I can finally like do lots of YouTube stuff and get engaged again with you guys. And I probably won't go back to streaming super often on my ASMR channel, but I was thinking like I still really like streaming. So I was considering maybe doing like moving the non-ASMR streams to like Twitch or something like that. Though potentially tarnish whatever career you're studying for by opening OF might seem like fun, but in the long term it could be doo-doo. Yeah, that's true. I definitely have considered that too. That's like another reason. It's like depending on what like career like environment you want to be in, it can affect it. For me, like I feel like for the most part they're really, really progressive. But it's still always, especially like in like several years when, because I won't be going into my field for another like, I don't know, like at least another 4 years or so, like because I have to continue doing more school and shit. But I feel like by then things will be even more progressive, but also it is something that I'm like, it's still a risk. It's always going to be a risk. Yeah, and it, also OF isn't all sexual and lewd, but even if you were on OnlyFans and you didn't do anything lewd, like people outside of it would still see like, oh, you have an OnlyFans, so I'm going to immediately judge you for that. Like, it still has a bad reputation when it comes to like being like sexual or unprofessional or whatever. Oh, is that Mart? Thank you. Wanted to add some sex to the pile. Cheers to the birthday. Now mod me? Okay, let me see. How can I... Can you like type something in the chat so I can like try and right click you? Let's see here. Oh wait, actually I can do it from the super chat. Okay. Add as moderator. Okay. Change chat modes in live. Okay, yeah, there we go. You're a mod now. Thank you, Mart. Yeah! Oh my god, I actually have mods in the chat today. Isn't that amazing? I love having mods that look at my channel and watch it. Watch the chat, I mean. True OnlyFans permanently marks you. Yeah. True, true. But honestly, like, I feel like some people could argue that my ASMR channel on its own also permanently marks me, because unless you understand what ASMR is, like, a lot of people would look at it and just be like, that's weird, like, that's like a weird fetish thing or something like that, you know? They're gonna be like, that is a strange thing for that person to be doing. They make money from that, or like, that's what they like to do on purpose. And then they'll, like, you know, look at me weird about it. Mod fight. Yeah, mods fight to the death to find the final true mod. There's actually, what I noticed when I was modding Mart is that there's two mod settings. There's one that's like standard mod, and then there's another like higher level mod that can change chat modes and stuff too. Like a manager mod. And yeah, you guys can fight to the death for the status of top mod. I don't know if I'd actually add anybody to that level of mod. I don't think I need it, but it's interesting to know about. I wonder if it shows a different symbol or anything. 20 years ago, gaming was considered a strange, weird hobby. Yeah, watching anime or being a gamer was like, people would be like, oh, like, you're like a weird nerd. Like, that's weird of you. And now it's super normal. Which is very nice because, like, looking back, it's like, damn, people really, like, got socially ostracized for just having certain interests. Will you fly me to Canada for the fight? Yes, it'll be an in-person fight in the ring, all mods in one place, duking it out for the crown. You got bullied for playing Minecraft? Damn. Was this before Minecraft was popular, or is it even now that they, like, still look down on people for it? Because I feel like now it's, like, super mainstream, right? But maybe it's still only in, like, a certain sphere of people. Seafoam mod boxing event? Yeah, it does still happen now, but it's not nearly to the same extent. Hey, Rocket has been a Discord kitten for 8 months. OnlyFans, but it's you dressed like a New York City construction worker foreman yelling obscenities in New York accent at your plushies portraying coworkers. That's so funny. That would be really fun to do. I'm walking here! Now you got me wondering who I would think would win that. Yeah, I'm curious, who would win? Well, how buff are you guys? Post your muscle measurements. I still get bullied for being a brony furry. Yeah, that's actually when I was saying, like, people get, like, bullied for interests. Like, I feel like anime and gaming is pretty normalized now, but still, like, furry brony probably not so much now, just because it's not as, like, actively big. But furries, that's exactly what's still happening to them. Like, they literally just have an interest that they enjoy, and people are, like, socially ostracizing them and bullying them for it. Which is not cool at all, and I hate when people do that. It's definitely getting a little bit more acceptable. Like, I'm seeing definitely more open minds about it, but it's still, like, so many people treating furries like the butt of the joke, and, like, I don't know. It's like cool and funny to hate them for no reason. It's just, I hate it. I mean, the thing about, like, you say, like, bronies deserve the hate or whatever, like, they have a bad rap in the fandom because it was a really big fandom. Like, anytime you get, like, a really big, wide-stretching fandom, it's going to have, like, really fucked up people in it. Same with, like, the Undertale fandom and all that stuff, like, Homestuck. Like, big-ass fandom equals more potential to be, more fucked up people. And so they get, like, the big stories, and the most attention is, like, those crazy fucked up people. Hey Dan, $25 for being a great friend and bestest ASMR artist ever. P.S. I would crush those mods. Yay! Thank you so much. We'll throw Dan into the ring too. It's all because of that one jar meme. Oh yeah. I admit that was a funny meme though. That was good. It was cursed but good. Did you know that guy, like, that guy who did the jar thing, like, he worked really hard on it, like, for a really long time. It was like a month-long project or something. And apparently, I don't know, I haven't checked up on it recently, but I have heard that he's working on a new project. I know already, Seafoam. I bet he did. Be good, be evil, kill no one, kill everyone. I don't give a shit. Make up your own destiny. I like it. Make up your own destiny. He worked really hard on it. Yeah, he did. He tried to. He was like dedicated, you know, like how many people can you say are dedicated to doing that every day or however much he would do it to fill that despicable jar for like a year straight. And then the fact that it got like, the reason it looked all yucky and like brown and stuff is because he left on a radiator and it basically cooked. And that would be for me, I think, like, if I were working on that project, I'd be like, damn, that is devastating. My whole year-long project is ruined, soiled. But you know what? It wasn't. It made it better. It made it more horrific. Shock value. Everyone was like, what the fuck happened? And yeah, it was boiled cum, basically. And it was like a mistake that turned into, like, you know, a happy little accident, I guess you could call it. He made fried eggs. Ah! Forbidden icing. Despicable Jar, the porn adaptation of Despicable Me. Baked cum. Jesse, let's cook it. Yeah, like, I'm thinking maybe it wasn't. It perhaps isn't spoiled because it was cooked, so like the shelf life was extended. I don't know if happy is what I'd use to describe that jar. We don't make mistakes here, just happy accidents. Yeah. The best memes, DNA of the soul, are often made by accident. Exactly. Baked cum with a side of sausage. Why do I feel like this sounds like envy for not being able to do it yourself? Yeah, like, that could have been me! It could have been me! Why am I not the jar guy? How can this be? Here, let me pour more beer. Let me do a little fancy. There we go. It should have been me. No, it should have been me! I wish I was a jar. What the hell? Did you know you've been on YouTube for 7 years this July? Oh! Actually, I didn't know that. July. I actually don't even know, like, the actual official first video that I've done. But that's cool. Maybe I should do, like, a special little thingy. But not too special. I have to save that for the 10-year. 10-year anniversary? That'd be crazy. Imagine selling the jar as a cum replacement for dildo. Moral of this story. Anyone can be that jar guy. Just believe in yourself. Yeah. You're a jar guy. You're a jar guy. I'm a jar guy. Thank you for subscribing, Thomas. Your first video. Let's see. Does it say the date? Nah, it just says 6 years ago. Oh wait, no it does. July 12th. Okay. I'll try to remember that. So my channelversary is July 12th every year. Can't wait for the 10-year. I hope you're still around. That would be so cool if you were. I know, like, a lot of people come and go on this channel. But I also know a lot of people who, like, surprisingly stayed for a very long time. So it makes me really happy when I see people who I've kind of like remember from the beginning. Because a lot has changed. A whole lot has changed. When the 10-year hits, I'll drown Seafoam in a pool of Dr. Pepper. Absolutely! That would be excellent. I mean, maybe not like permanently drown, but just like a little bit of light drowning. Oh shit. I opened that by accident. Just a little bit of light drowning. Welcome back, Bragg. I've been around about 5, but didn't really start interacting until last year. Oh my god, just lurking. July 12th is the day before my Bday. And I'm here for life, kiddo. Yay! That's really cool. Rocket, how, like, when you were around, like, were you you're just watching but not, like, commenting or like, talking in the chats or anything? You're just kind of silently lurking in the shadows? Hey, Ellis, $10. I don't have a question. Happy birthday, though. Thank you! I appreciate it. Come and go. I've been stuck around since I first started watching in 2019. Needed some relief when college was getting me down. These videos helped me immensely. Oh, I'm really glad. I'm glad when I can actually help people with my videos. Even if they're like... Some people will just kind of continue watching the old videos. And that's fine too. Why are you staring like that? But yeah, like, it's nice to know that I have like a wide variety of viewers that kind of stick around for various reasons. And that's my job to lurk. Yeah, but you can't count as a lurker anymore, Dan, because you've like, look at you, you've got the golden badge, and you've got, like, you sent me all of this cool stuff, so you're no longer in the shadows. Haven't been active until late last year. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people that are what I consider regulars started around like last year, like a year or a year and a half ago, which I think is really cool. And I don't know if it was because of like the timing of like, maybe it was because it was like the tail end of COVID-y stuff, or maybe it was because I started becoming like more active on my channel and like doing more. I'm not sure. But I feel like there was this kind of resurgence. Like, my channel didn't necessarily grow. Like, I didn't get a lot of new viewers, but it seems like I got a lot more, like, engagement with my current viewers. Like, they started talking to me and we started, like, doing stuff and, like, streaming and interacting, sending gifts and, like, becoming part of a community and all that, which is super cool. And it makes me really happy. Can't remember the first video I watched from you, it's been so long. Yeah, it's hard to remember something like that. Hey Stan, welcome to the Kitten Club! Welcome back, I guess. You have the silver badge. So I wonder, someone had asked me earlier, but I don't know if anyone knows the answer of like, how long can you go, like, say you end your membership and you had like the silver badge. How long can you go before when you join again, it goes back to like the original badge? Or will it always pick up from where you left off? Because I know there's definitely at least a grace period because people will pick up and still get their badge. But I don't know if it's a permanent one. It's probably because I'm such an entertaining presence in chat. Yeah, it's all you, man. It's your fault. Thank you so much. Thanks to Master Record, my YouTube stream mod. Pretty sure the first ASMR channel I ever watched was yours. Really? That's like, I feel like finding my channel as like the first experience of ASMR is kind of a weird first impression of ASMR. Emperor, thank you! Official Seafoam moment. Oh, Seafoam Minecraft server. Why would I make a Minecraft server when I don't even play Minecraft? I actually used to. I played it for like a week or two. I was real into it. And I spent like so much time trying to capture bees to make them live near my house. And I went on like long long journeys to find bees and then drag them back with a rope because there were no bees that naturally occurred in my area. But then I just stopped. It's how I do with certain... I just start playing a game for like a week or two and then I immediately drop it. But while I'm into it, I'm like living and breathing it, and I'll wake up and play it all day, go to bed, and then wake up, go to bed, dream about it, and then wake up and start playing it again as soon as I open my eyes, and then repeat the process until I'm burnt out from it. It was a Tumblr post about... Oh my god, the Tumblr post of the fucking raspberry fritter, the cute organ harvester. Yeah, that was great. I can't believe, like, I basically became a meme from that. Oh, and Veloci Gaming, thank you so much for joining the Kitten Club. Welcome. And welcome Fluffy Panda to the Kitten Club. I'm glad we're getting more Kitten Club members. Look at you all! Look at all your little pretty names with your pretty badges in the chat. I'm so happy. Look at you guys. I discovered Heather Feather and then you. So fortunate to have found you. Aw. Yeah, I love Heather Feather. I miss her. A lot of people like that enjoy Heather Feather and I think GB tend to like my channel too. Personally, I liked that voice with the little bear. Oh my gosh, the little bear character. That was... I don't know, that one just got lost into obscurity. I don't even remember what was in it. It was like... It was kind of like the Awoo voice, right? But just more... like, not as aggressive or like cutesy. When is the last time you heard from Indigo Stars? I haven't like directly talked to her in a very long time, like several years, but I heard from her partner and they are doing fine. They're both like safe and good and everything is okay. They're just like, I think she just kind of moved on from YouTube, but she's okay, which is good to know about because I know some people were worried about her and stuff. Over 400 people here? Oh my gosh, I wasn't looking at the view count. Holy crap! Hello! I feel like I'm like engaging with the chat a decent amount, all things considered, but I'm trying my best. Amy K. Yeah, Amy K too. A lot of Amy K viewers. I think I found your channel before, GB. It's hard to remember sometimes. Ear blowing is my favorite video, and also tongue punching. Yeah! I like... Ear blowing is like a really good trigger, but it's hard to get it right, because there's, like, if you go too hard, too aggressively, it kind of just clips the mic a lot. But if you go too lightly, then you don't really, like, feel the feeling. So, it's hard for me to balance it and get, like, a good ear blowing video, but there was one of mine that went, like, I would call it viral, but it's like, it wasn't like it blew up, it just started consistently getting like a lot of views over a long period of time, and I have no idea why. I think I just hit the ear blowing the exactly right way that it's supposed to be hit or something. But yeah, which one is it? Ear blowing. How many views does it have now? Yeah, it has 4 million views. It was from 3 years ago, but I guess it kind of slowed down like in the last year, but for like, it was like 7 months or so after I uploaded the video, and then all of a sudden it just started getting like recommended to everyone, and like, it just started getting like really consistent large amounts of views for like 2 years straight, and I don't know why, but it was great. It was honestly like my main source of income for my videos, which is very strange. Like, I'd be making a bunch of money from this video that's from like 3 years old. I guess the advertisers just really like it for some reason. My favorite videos have always been the dragon roleplays. Oh yeah, the dragons. I'm trying to branch out a little with like making this like a new dragon character and with Bowman and stuff, and I know everyone's favorite is Ember, but I haven't like done it because I used my natural hair for Ember. It was a mistake because now I need to continue using my natural hair, because if I use a wig, it's going to be really noticeable and it won't really look the same. So I'm just going to wait until my hair is purple again and then try to do another ASMR Ember video. But yeah, so basically when it comes to Ember and Small Pyre, my two characters that use natural hair in a specific color, I basically just kind of have to wait until I feel like dyeing my hair that color again. Hey, Fish Splash 200! Happy birthday! Really looking forward to more dragon videos. Those black horns are sick. Thank you! Yes, they're so cool. I can't wait to do this character. Right now I have bunny ears. But yeah, I'm thinking for the new dragon character, it'll be this outfit with the shiny black horns. Maybe some, like, I'm not sure. Should I do black lipstick? Black lipstick is very hard to pull off. Like, to get a very good quality black lipstick that doesn't look like all smudgy and like bad and like half grayish pink, because it like doesn't fully cover your lip color, it's hard to get a good black. And if it's not the good quality kind, then it'll just look kind of cheap and bad. But I don't know, if I could get like a really, really good black lip, then maybe it would look cool. Yeah, it has to be very high quality. Yeah. It would have to be like some sort of like high expensive brand of lipstick. I could look for recommendations from like beauty gurus or something. NYX has some good matte black. I feel like I'd have to go higher than NYX, like even higher quality, but I do like NYX as a brand and I'll consider it. Do you have to put a base coat of white on first before black or something, like painting? I actually never thought of that. Maybe that would help, but I'm not sure. That it's like, where are you gonna find a white lip color that is that opaque? That would also be a dilemma, probably. Ender to be the name similar to a roleplay character I use. Go off the Ender Dragon. Ooh, actually, that kind of inspires me, because like the Ender Dragon has purple eyes, right? Yeah. So, or are they pink? I guess they're kind of like a pinkish purple. I could go with pink contact lenses or purple ones. I think the pink ones show up a lot more though. Like the pink ones that I use for my alien character Faye. Those are very, very pink. And I think that would be very cool, like black dragon with pink eyes. But that means that I couldn't do the split black and red hair, because that would clash too much. If I were going to do split black and red, I would probably wear red contact lenses. But if I'm doing the pink contact lenses, I could wear maybe a black wig, so the only pop of color is the eyes. I don't know, there's so many options to choose from. I've literally never watched ASMR, and this live stream is all over my recommended. Interesting! I am sorry for intruding, but at least this isn't an ASMR live stream. It's just me chilling. Yay! Jean Ribicki, thank you so much for joining the Kitten Club. Do the dragons and aliens exist in the same Seafoam verse? I never actually considered that. I guess so far I would say they do, just because like there's nothing to clash, like to make it inconsistent right now. Soothing sounds of smoothing obsidian block edges with a block of sandpaper. Do both looks and lettuce aside. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll consider that. Yeah, I could let you guys like look at both. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the universe thing. I think like, because I want to go further into lore, at least with the alien characters. And in the case of like whatever I tend to decide to do with that, it might change like the existence of the dragons and the aliens in the same world, because one might change the world differently. But for right now, like they kind of, their world is the same, so you could say they exist in the same one. I know that like technically the viewer would probably not be the same. Hey, thank you, Stan. Cause like in the in the dragon one, the viewer is like, I think kind of technically dating Ember, and then in the alien one, there's like a lot of Faye fans who are kind of like, Faye is the waifu character, so that's like their pairing of choice. So I don't want to make it any like one canon viewer that is like interacting with every single character, because then it would very much complicate the romance aspect of some of the characters. Are you going to see the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Yeah, I probably am. It looks really good. Dolby Digital Aurora trailers. My optician giving me an eye test. Even the THX. Oh my god, that sound used to kind of freak me out as a little kid. Not waifuing Zelenia. She literally wants to like remove your organs and chop you to pieces, but I mean that is kind of hot, so I guess you can waifu her. I'm thinking of when I do go ahead with like more of the alien stuff, I want to make it very apparent that like Zelenia is a genuinely like terrible character, like not in the way of like you shouldn't like her, but more so just she's literally like a war criminal kind of thing. Like, she's real bad. So, I think that would be interesting to do, and then Faye having to like kind of confront that and stuff. She's I can fix her. Love it. I love that attitude. Keep it up. Keep it up. War criminal base. Yeah. You could like her. She is a war criminal, though. Yeah, yeah. She has committed unspeakable atrocities to many planets. War crimes would be pretty hot. A love to hate them kind of character. Yeah, or I hate to love them because you just can't resist. Guardians of Philadelphia, the ASMR version of the Just Danny DeVito munching on an egg with Groot. Cheers to that. They remind me of the cool demons, the dragons. Yeah. When is the war against aliens ending? Did Faye create her army to defeat her sister already? No, there hasn't been any like lore that happened with like what's going to happen there. But I think like unspeakable atrocities, please. I could only get so erect. Bob and Zelenia. I haven't really decided, like, I haven't, because I want to kind of write it, and I haven't had time to actually do that, but, like, I do want it to be, like, something happens with, like, Zelenia doing something really bad, and then Faye having to come and be kind of upset and, like, maybe confiding in you or something, and being, like, kind of, like, I need to take you away from here because she's going to destroy this planet kind of thing, but it's like, I can't save the humans. I can't save this planet, but I want to save you because you're special to me kind of thing. Because it's like, her ultimate goal is, like, to save the humans. But if she gets so downtrodden about the fact that her sister literally, like, is a war criminal and she can't do anything about it, then she would probably want to at least take her favorite human. But then maybe it could go into, like, the human and Faye, like, helping to stop Zelenia or something like that. Destroying Earth and being last human alive. I know I'm late, but where can I find this lore? It's nowhere. I haven't, like, actually made it into videos or anything yet. I'm just kind of like, I want to go into it more and create lore for you. That's genius! Maybe I will do that, actually. I was actually, completely unrelated to ASMR, but I asked ChatGPT to make me a 7-day meal plan based on all of the ingredients that I have and keep it like vegetarian recipes. And it wrote me like 7 different recipes, and I filmed the first one with like my phone camera, and I'm thinking I will use it as like content on my second channel where it'll be like, here's day 1 of like the 7-day ChatGPT meal plan, and I can kind of give reviews and see like, is it good or is it just completely nonsense and shitty. But from like, I kind of skimmed over them and they seem all pretty decent, and I cooked one so far and it was pretty good. So I think it would be fun to continue with that. And I could do like stupid editing like the way that I, like for my the light bulb changing video that I did on my other channel, I could kind of do that kind of vibe for it. Have you ever tried the Wednesday dance? I don't know what that is. I only cook like vegetarian stuff. I tried once to cut and cook meat, and like I was surprised by how hard it was to cut through beef, and it was like disgusting to me, and I had to sharpen my knife, and all I could think about was the fact that like the texture like of the beef when I like poked it felt like the exact same as my dog's leg, like his thigh. I was like, oh my god, this is like Reuben. This is Reuben meat. No. And then it was just very gross and traumatizing. And then the next night I had a nightmare, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again. So I think I'm back to not eating any meat. Like, I'm not as strict as like I was when I first started being vegetarian, but definitely very far on the veggie side of things. Yeah, the curry. We were cooking. I needed Record's help to supervise me cooking meat because I was worried I was going to give myself food poisoning because I've never cooked meat before. And we ended up cooking it way too much, and it was very, very tough. But at least I didn't get food poisoning from it. That's a good reason to go vegetarian. The phone and You Are the Camera videos are still 2 of my favorites. Oh, interesting. Those are very, like, kind of lesser popular videos, I'd say. But I really enjoyed the You Are Camera one too. Like, I think I used, like, it was just the actual sounds of, like, I used the audio from the camera itself instead of my usual microphone so that it would pick up the specific sounds of, like, touching the camera lens. But yeah, that was cool. I liked doing that. And the phone one was just fun to edit. First time cooking meat was at the inspiration for raspberry fritter. No, surprisingly not. Like, I feel like after having the experience of cooking meat though, I could apply that to future raspberry fritter videos of her being like, it sure is hard to cut through that. Why are your muscles so tough? Please, I need to tenderize them first. Just came by to say happy birthday. I've been a long time viewer, and I always appreciated the effort you put into your videos. Aw, thank you! Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you too. I got food poisoning from my university dining hall once. 3 days of hurling every hour. Oh my god, that sounds brutal. I'm sorry that happened to you, God. Human becomes vegetarian. Triceratops, hold my beer. What are you wearing? Are you sure it isn't my birthday? Teehee! Shall we do another outfit tour since it's been a while? Hey, Fred! Let me show off my, I think it's called Cyber Bunny. I made it, I safer work-itized it because originally this skirt was completely see-through, so I had to put on another skirt underneath. And I put fishnets under and like long gloves to cover and be modest in my outfit. So here's my modest outfit. And my bunny ears. And I have shorts underneath because of how short the skirt is. I'm wearing shorts so I don't show my butt. But yeah, you can imagine, like, if I didn't have those on, the skirt is like, whoop. Because this is originally, I think, more meant to be like a lingerie thing, but I like to take lingerie and turn it into fashion because I think it looks cool. Oh yes, and for those who haven't seen, here's my little foamy doll. It's me. Isn't it cute? Da-da-da-da. Adorable. This was gifted by Root Beer Pirate. The sleeve did not look comfortable for lingerie. No, none of this is very comfortable. I mean, lingerie is not really meant to be comfortable anyway, but like, I put extra stuff on it, so even more so. Oh, KM! Hello, Seafoam. Happy birthday. I think I've been here since very early, if not the start. I mostly lurk and make dumb memes, like happy place. Anyway, as long as you are here, I will be. Love you lots. Thank you, KM. Okay, so you're the one who posted the happy place, little drawing of edit of my picture. Is that a large industrial fan of the? Yeah. So funny story. The upstairs neighbor, there was like a water inlet thingy in their dishwasher that like exploded, and I wasn't home for the whole night, and it leaked and flooded my whole apartment, and it was like an ocean of liquid absorbed into my carpet. So they came down and like used the shop vac and cleaned it as much as they could, but other than that, like, it was still completely drenched. So they had the fan going, that big fan, and a dehumidifier. Kind of just left it for, I think, like three or 4 days straight before it was completely dry. So that sucked. That sucked a lot. But it's better now, so I'm happy. And I just didn't give their fan back yet. Guess that's the only fan you need. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I gotta pee and then I'll grab another beer. I'll be right back. Eee. Yeah, I don't think there's mold because that outfit's so hot on you. Thank you. Okay, now I have to go like disassemble this to try and pee. just in time. Josh, chair, my beloved. Aw, you donated to my chair? Thank you. My beloved too. I got more beer. Wait, did I miss anybody while I was gone? I don't think so. Yeah, we got Josh here, my beloved. Oh. Dan says, wait, what good idea, cream. $20. What was the good idea to? Are those batteries on the wall? Yes, that's where I charge my batteries because for some reason the outlet is on the ceiling. But it'll be perfect when I, like, see this, like, space, like, right here? I'm going to hang, like, a curtain rod, and it's gonna have, like, sheer curtains coming down. Thank you, Ruva. Damn, girl, you pee loud. We like it. Yeah? You can hear my pee? No way. Or could you? You could definitely hear the flush. But, you fried chicken in there? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so like once the sheer curtains are like across here, I also have these like curtain lights where you could hang them across and they like come down and it's like sparkly. And I think I can just plug them right into that. So it won't have to have like this long cord coming down. And it'll look pretty. It'll be much better for a stream background once I do that. But it's just a matter of... You're in Halifax. I was born there, but I live in PEI. Sweet! Well, come back because why would you go? Why would you go to PEI like from Halifax? Ceiling mounted power socket was for garage door openers. Yeah, I don't know why it's there. This is technically a basement, so maybe that has something to do with it. But the batteries are for, those are rechargeable AA's. I use them for my my Zoom microphone that I use for filming. Give us a room tour? I can't really do that because you're on a webcam, so it's like plugged in, but basically like I can kind of show you, like point out anyway. So this is what I have covered because it's ugly behind here. So it's like my studio stuff. So like, this is the chair I sit in to film. There's like a bunch of props just kind of laying around. There's two big lamps and then this big like ring lamp thingy. And the ring light has a mount for my camera. Right here. And then we have my two Rode mics that I have set up, which are plugged into the big Zoom recorder with XLR cables. And then behind, you can see is like my shelf of all my props and stuff. And then this is my little wall of wigs, which hang from the closet door. And it's just like, it's actually just a shoe, what do you call it? A shoe, like, hanger rack thingy, but I use it to hang on wigs instead of shoes. Faux Wits, $10. Happy birthday. Been watching you since 12k subscribers. Aw, thank you. Always loved your outgoing kindness. Have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Aw, I appreciate that. Thank you. I was such a baby. Yeah, I look tall in this apartment because I look so big, don't I? I'm sure Record can explain. There's a reason why there's pool noodles right there, is because most people will hit their head when they walk there and it hurts them. But for me, haha, it doesn't affect me. But it affects pretty much anyone else who comes here. And you can't see it, but off camera there's just like a side table with a bunch of stuff that I haven't organized, so like a bin full of all of my ears and all my collars and like stuff that I just haven't set up yet, which I really should, but I haven't gotten around to. And then for like costumes and props, like costumey things, they're kind of just hanging off of a closet door, like on hanger thingies. And I don't have a better place for them right now because I don't actually have like closet space for my costumes. Seafoam ceiling is so short that while I was helping them move, I ended up with bumps on my head like a cartoon character because of how often I smash my skull into the door. Yeah, exactly. Like, this place is very, very unusually small. And it's actually trying to trick us into thinking they're tall. Yeah, the bear, the ceiling, it's all connected. I could just say I was 7 feet tall and everyone would believe me. Hobbit house. Yeah, exactly. I really like it because it's small and suitable for me. Like, I don't need anything bigger, you know? 5'4"? Yeah? Is that how tall I am? More beer. Can anyone confirm or deny Record's statement? Only real Seafoam fans will know the truth. Looking up supernatural creatures, and there's one that's a Japanese spider seducer. And I'm like, excuse me, what? That sounds nice. I like spiders. Yeah, anyone who's over 6 feet, if they come into my apartment, they're in danger. It was actually in the listing for, like, when the apartment was, like, for rent. It said, like, basically only for people under 6 feet, because otherwise it is too small for you. Record is actually 4'5". First time seeing you live. Hope you've been great. I've been going through your old videos and posts on Insta. It seems like you've gained a lot of confidence. Oh, thank you. I have. I feel like I'm slowly growing as a person. I'm getting more into my own comfort levels. I remember the collab with GB where you called yourself vertically challenged. Yeah, that's the classic comment about short people. Your room is vibing? Thank you. I mean, there's still so much that I need to do that school kind of like really slowed me down. Like, I moved in September and I still haven't gotten done like half the stuff I want to do. Like, I wanted to hang this thingy I have where you can hang like all the ears on little hooks and do the background thingy with like hanging my curtain across there with the lights. Yeah, and there's a lot I want to do still, but I just can't. Are you drunk? I am a little bit tipsy. I had one beer, but I'm having a second one. But yeah, to answer to give you the truth, I am 5'2". Yes, we will do more bitchy alien in the future. I'm going to be doing more like lore related to Zelenia, the bitchy alien. Always forget those numbers. And is small but ferocious. Yeah, I'll eat your kidneys. Beer in a fancy teacup. Yeah, well, how else would you drink it? It's Budweiser too. Yes. Yeah, I'm 5 feet. I'm actually like a normal height. Like 5'2" is like a pretty common average for AFAB people, at least in Canada. I remember it because you're an inch shorter than me, and hehe. Seafoam, what's going on? They, them pronouns? Are you rich yet? OnlyFans when? Yeah. Hi. Yes, they, them pronouns. Not rich yet because I am prioritizing school over my channel, so that is not happening. But OnlyFans is like, if I did it, it would be the kind that's like wearing like scantily outfits, like kind of like this, not necessarily anything like revealing, like showing sexual stuff or like porn or whatever, but like more like pinup style things would be more my style. But it's just not something I'm really ready to commit to at all, so it's not completely off the table, but it's, right now it's like a most likely not kind of answer. Seafoam, my Tamagotchi did turn out ugly, like you said. I told you! You neglected him from a young age. You gave him childhood trauma. And you expect him to be okay when he grows up? No. No. He will not be okay. I'm studying psychology. The wall of wigs. Every self-respecting person has one. Yeah. I have so many wigs. I need more, honestly. I'm running out of space on the wall, though. That's the problem. Pinup would be swag. Yeah. Because then I could just, like... I could get, like, cute outfits that are kind of, like... Generally would be, like, kind of lingerie, but I could dress them up however I want. And also, it could be a business expense, so it's, like, an excuse to buy cute outfits. But, that's not something I am currently considering. Your shoes look like my favorite necklace. You ruined my life, Dad. How? I wasn't even there! Exactly. How do you know what to say in your roleplay videos? I want to do them too, but I don't know how to start. I don't write a script. I think doing a script is like a good way to get stumped and like not know what to say in your videos, because then you're like overly pressured by what, like the stuff you've written, and you've got to say it all and all that. So I think it's better just to kind of like get an idea of what you want to, like what kind of character you want to play, and then the main points that you have that you want to touch on, you could have them like in a bullet point list. Like for me, if I do lists, it would be like each trigger thing that I'm showing off, like I don't know, like a potion here, and then like something else here, like items that I'm going to show, or a specific, if I want like one specific line that I wanted in, I might add it. But usually it's just like kind of improv, and then I'm not good at doing like one take of things, so I just kind of do a lot of jump cuts in my videos, as you can see. But I'm getting a little bit better at not needing to do that. But yeah, it helps to just get really in character beforehand, and like sometimes I'll be like, while I'm doing my makeup in the mirror or wearing an outfit and stuff, and I'll start just kind of talking like the character and saying stuff that I might say in the video and stuff like that, and like speaking the way they might speak. I always thought you wrote a script. Yeah, I cannot go from a script, because like then I would need like a teleprompter or something, because otherwise I'd be like constantly looking down at the script. I can't memorize it. Oh shit! Harmonic and Rocket donated $200. Thank you so much. Oh, is that a joint donation? That's so sweet. Thank you. Big hugs. Hugs for Harmonic and Rocket. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Incredibly based. Off the table, on the table, don't worry about it. Cross that bridge when you've got the money. Start booking first class airline tickets. Remember, money can buy happiness, says Bing. That's so funny. So true, right? I'll just, I'll work on getting rich, and then I'll hit you up when I'm happy. What's your bear's name? That guy right there, that's Bernard. Or Bernie, if you'd like to call him Bernie. And on top of him is Foamy. That's Fumo Foam. Have you heard of the Welcome Home at ARG? Yeah, I have. I watched the Nightmind videos about it. I watched the original, the first Nightmind video, and the follow-up like live stream that he did. It's really cool. I like it a lot. From what I've seen so far. Bernard is actually with me though. You have Bernard? What was that? JD Manser, $4.99. Gotta go finish unpacking. Just moved to house I bought with family. Have a good stream and happy birthday. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your new house and are able to decorate it nicely. make it a home. Why Fumo Foam instead of Seafumo? Because Seafumo sounds stupid. It would roll off the tongue easier, but Seafumo. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like me, you know? It doesn't seem right. Are you more interested in the academic research side or like the practical side? Definitely more on the practical side. I am very interested in the research and like more like neuroscience side of all of that. But interest isn't really enough to take me, like, if I wanted to do that stuff, I'd have to become like a professor or researcher or something, and I don't really want to do that. So I think practical is more fitting for me, especially since like what I do now with like ASMR and stuff is like actively trying to like, you know, offer things to help people in kind of out of the box ways. And then if I were to be able to also use real therapy and help people in like in an actual like kind of counseling kind of environment, that would be really cool. And I think I could combine it in an interesting way with my content that I like to do and like kind of bring it into like the like YouTube sphere as well. Johan von Sminklesmurf, $10. Hey, any suggestions on how to ask out someone you like? I have a hard time because I worry about making the other person uncomfortable. I'm pan, so if you have different thoughts based on gender, let me know. I don't have a lot of relationship experience, but I'd say if it's a girl that you're interested in, it's a lot more complicated. With guys, it's like, actually, I'm not sure. It also depends on your gender too, I suppose. Like, if you're like a girl interested in a guy, it's like they're pretty like they're not used to having people be really forward to them, so it's pretty important to be super forward about it and just like straight up tell them. But if you're like interested in a girl, they are very used to communicating with like, I mean, this isn't for everyone. This doesn't apply like as a overall thing, but it's kind of really common that girls do this like unspoken sort of like almost like code language and stuff. So if you have to be really direct about it, but also don't like when they respond, they're not going to be direct to you. So for example, I've seen this happen with a lot of like my friends and stuff, is that they'll say something like, oh, I'm just not really interested in, or like, I'm not ready for a relationship yet, or something like that. And what they really mean is that they're not interested in you, and they're not ready for a relationship with you. It doesn't mean they're not ready for a relationship at all. But that's kind of like, it might kind of, those kind of responses, if it's like really vague and stuff, it'll make you be like, oh, maybe I just have to like try harder, or I'll just keep waiting, or whatever. And then you get really sad when it turns out they just like kind of moved on from you and like went for somebody else. And I feel like that happens a lot. So if they give you some sort of like really indirect answer, it's fair to assume that it's just means that they're not interested. But if you wanted to be like super clear about it, you could ask them like, just be super blunt, like, I just want to know if, like, are my feelings reciprocated or not? Because if not, then I'm going to move on, and it's totally okay if you don't feel that way. And, like, not trying to, like, beat around the bush, because I feel like girls do that a lot when they respond to people's feelings. Yeah, as a guy, I can give vouch. I will not pick up on your subtle hints. Yeah, it's, like, the complete opposite with guys. It's, like, you have to be so straightforward. But then again, like, guys also do that thing where they're like, they need straightforwardness to them, but then they will not be straightforward, but only because they're like afraid of rejection or something. So they'll be like flirting with you or something, but then when you reject them, they'll be like, oh, that's not what I meant. I was just being friendly. Like, wow, I can't believe you thought that, kind of thing. But it's like, no, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Because, like, you think you're saving your pride, but you're actually kind of coming off as, like, you're coming off as dishonest and kind of, like, manipulative almost if you do that kind of stuff. So it's better just to be honest and be like, yeah, like, sorry, I shouldn't have said that or whatever. Or, like, I went, you know, if you said something that made someone uncomfortable, just be like, yeah, I went over the line. Like, I shouldn't have done that kind of thing. Don't be like, oh, I was just joking. Learn to take a joke. Or, like, oh, my God, I can't believe you thought that. I was just kidding. Or I was just being friendly. Don't say that shit. Zuka, $10. Thank you. I've always loved your content, Seafoam. I think your unsettling clinic was the first one of yours I saw. Gonna take a long walk now that I'm losing weight. 38 pounds so far. Hey, congrats. Good luck on your walk. And that's really cool because I think one of my next role plays I'm gonna upload is the unsettling clinic, another video of it. Because I noticed that there's like a kind of like quiet fandom for that character. They're not as like prominent about it. They don't ask about it a lot or like make as much fan art, but it's like people really liked it. So I think I wanted to make another one soon. Yeah, I'm not good at subtle hint. I feel like I need to hide stuff, which isn't good. Yeah, and I totally understand that need to hide stuff because it's kind of awkward and uncomfortable and scary to like convince those, or like not convince, to like confront those feelings and not like hide from them. Like to just straight up feel it and be like, ooh, that doesn't feel good. And it's kind of easier to just be like kind of skirt away from it. Guys pretend they don't understand because they can't believe you're coming on to them. Yeah, that's probably it too. Yeah, it's like to err on the side of caution of like, surely that means nothing. Surely they're just being friendly. I feel like I definitely do that a lot with people too, and like it's like giving the default assumption of like platonic unless otherwise stated, because it's like you can't read someone's mind, so it's really hard to kind of just assume that about them unless they're saying it. But it can be like really dysfunctional both ways. Like if you're too oblivious about it, or if you're too much presumptuous about it. It can be bad both ways. Dog has exited. Yeah, he finally left us alone. He was trying to get that little like cupcake paper that was left over from my cupcake, but I think he accepted that he can't have it right now. He would eat it, he would just swallow the whole paper. Liking people? How lewd. Yes, I know. Oh, Lana subscribed. Thank you. Happy birthday, Seafoam. Thank you. I have a partner of 6 years now, and I still don't have the ability to comprehend someone liking me. I imagine you with your partner being like, do you like me? But do you really like me though? It's like, yeah, I've been dating you for 6 years. Yeah, but like, is it do you like me? We guys tend to be a little down on ourselves, and when someone's interested, we assume, hey, you're just making a mistake here, or they're like, aw, yeah. Casually explained. Is she into videos sums up how all men think unironically I feel. Interesting. I don't know if I've seen that one. But I hope whether you are single or seeing someone, you are happy. I don't want to poke my nose into your business. Thank you, Byron. You are a beautiful, friendly girl. I'm actually not a girl. I'm non-binary. A lot of people don't know that because I don't advertise it too much, but yeah, I use they, them pronouns. I promise I don't do that, lol. It would be funny though. Cue the insecure girlfriend episode. Oh my god, I should make another insecure girlfriend video. That'd be really funny. I don't dare ask, what if she says no? I'm glad you asked that, because what if she says no? Ask yourself that, like, what will you do if she says no? What's the, like, what will happen to you? And how will you live from, like, how will you move on from that? What will you do then? Do you like me or just tolerate me? Oh, I have to remind myself I'm someone that can be liked, and I use my relationship as evidence. That's a good idea. I know it's very hard, even when there is a relationship as evidence. It's like, if you have like self-worth issues, there's a whole lot of crazy, your mind can do like mental acrobats about like, what is it, mental gymnastics about like finding new ways that you're surely are not lovable at all, even if the evidence points against that entirely. Seafoam would make a great Twitch streamer playing games and such. Thank you. I'm thinking about maybe doing maybe doing something like that in the summer when I have more free time, because right now I'm still busy with school. You Big Envy actually got a bunch of friends of mine to consider watching some ASMR roleplays. Representation matters. Oh my god, that makes me so happy to hear. That's great. I'm really happy about that. Like, I feel like there's definitely been times where, like, coming out about my, like, gender and stuff. I mean, I think one day maybe I will make a video about it, but I'm not ready for it yet because, like, I'm sure you guys see how people kind of respond to that stuff online. And for me, like, personally, I'm usually really good at being, like, resilient to people's, like, criticisms and all that. Like, I've been on YouTube for fucking almost 7 years, and I'm used to, like, all of the insults you can imagine. But when it comes to, like, gender stuff, it's like, when I get, like, people who are transphobic towards me, it still, like, bothers me because, I guess because I feel insecure about myself. So, like, even when people go at me on the internet, usually they don't really know how to, like, they don't know what I'm insecure about. They don't know how to hit my insecurities. But with the gender stuff, it's like, I'm insecure about that because I know that I don't. I know that I look like a girl. So, it's like, I can't really, like, it's like, if they say something to invalidate me and say that I'm a girl and stuff, it's like, well, I guess I agree with you, like, I do look like a girl, and, like, that kind of stuff. So, it's like, in that way, it makes me feel, it's one of those kind of insecurities that's, like, it's more about me than about what they're saying. It's more just about how I think about myself. So that's why I've been kind of, I don't know if you guys probably haven't noticed as much because I don't really present it as much online as I do in real life, but I've been kind of, like, socially transitioning and stuff like that to not be as, like, feminine presenting. I still do it online because I think femininity is kind of like a costume and a performance, and I like doing it and I think it looks good on me. So when I do it, it's like if someone was going to dress up in, like, a suit or something, like, it's like, this to me is, like, my cool outfit suit thingy that I'm wearing, but it doesn't mean that it reflects, like, what I see myself as on, like, a daily basis. So I don't usually like, do this, but when I do, it's very fun as long as it's under my control and I don't feel like I'm expected to be this way and like kind of live up to the standard of, like, a certain gender. Yeah, it's hard being non-binary when you look any other way than androgynous. Exactly, it's like, there's no, like, gender standard to, like, for like, binary trans people, it's like, you can at least kind of strive towards your gender expectation and do all of the things that make you pass for that gender to kind of strive for it so that people will see you the way that you feel. But, like, with non-binary, you can't really do that. Like, you can do the androgynous thing, but there's always, like, a level of, like, if you're androgynous as a person who is, like, born female, then you're just gonna look like a girl with, like a tomboy or whatever. And then if you're a guy, like, if you're born a guy and then you're non-binary and you're presenting, like, androgynous, then they're going to see you as, like, a feminine guy instead of, like, non-binary. So it's like you're either a masculine girl or a feminine guy instead of the gender that you actually want to be seen as, because there is no gender standard for non-binary people, which is good and bad because non-binary people don't really want a gender standard because then it kind of takes away like, the purpose of, like, being off of the binary in the first place. But also it just sucks because, like, you'll never be able to achieve the goal that you have for yourself or for, like, the goal of how you wish people could perceive you, because the only way I could truly achieve that is if I was, like, a hamster or, like, a puff of smoke. That's, like, the only genders that truly represent me. Like, I want to be a little guy in the way that you refer to a little guy that's, like, a little, like, like a little hamster or something. Or, like, a puff of smoke that's just, like, it is an entity, it seems to have consciousness and awareness, but it isn't really, like, it's not really, like, anything else. I am an entity of some sort. Hamster. Become big. A gremlin. Yeah, I love gremlins. I like gremlin as a... I genuinely find gremlin gender affirming for some reason. Ah yes, the true genders, hamster and smoke. Yeah, there's only two genders, libtard. It's hamster and smoke. Fumofoam is the true end gender. Yeah. Or a rat. Yes, rats are also gender affirming, indeed. Gender is a scam by bathroom companies to sell more bathrooms. So true. So true. The goal is to confuse them to the point that they give up on guessing and just resign to saying they, them. Yeah, honestly, my goal is like the old people who don't understand gender being like, do you have a penis or a vagina? And then I'll be like, yeah, my gender has been completed. What Joshua says, grown women kissing little boys is fine, but grown men kissing little girls is a no-no. Bro, where did you hear this? Neither of those things are okay. I personify with Goblin, actually, personally. Yeah, Goblin's a good one, too. Reject modernity, become hamster. The only gender I will want to be is a pitch black shadow creature. So true! Actually, shadow creatures are extremely gender to me. Anything that's like... Oh, and also, faceless things, like... like anything that's wearing a mask or just doesn't have a face. So much gender to me. I love it. I work with kids and I get, are you a boy or a girl nearly every day. I don't know either, kid. That's so funny. I think that would be fun to mess with kids and just be like, you can just like you can decide if I'm a boy or a girl. Like whatever you pick for today, I'll be for you, buddy. It's like a communal gender. Everyone can pick the gender. Yes, masks and helmets. Yeah, fucking yeah, helmets too. Like with like the people who are like full tactical gear with like the helmet that doesn't show the face. So good. Please kill the background bear. Why would you say that about Bernard? Can we ban this guy? Why would you say that? He's a nice guy. He gives me hugs when I'm sad. Bernard is a nice person. People say boys will be boys when it comes to sexual harassment, but no one says girls will be girls. Yeah, I think that it's wrong either way, but there is definitely a thing about like the boys will be boys thing. That's very like old people thing to say. I think like older people who have like very strict gender rules for guys and girls. So like if a guy's acting that way, that's just how men are or whatever. But that's, yeah, I feel like gender norms are very like in the like younger generations, it's not really seen that way anymore, thankfully. My gender is like water, it's fluid. Give me your gender fluid now! Give it to me! Thank you. Wanting to kill the bear? Wow, that's a grisly thought. Don't make jokes about my bear friend! He's my bear friend. I saw a joke today on TikTok and it was like a bear walks into a bar and the bartender realizes that he's been drinking way too much and he didn't pay his tab and he has a problem, and the bear gets offended and he's like, what, you think I'm barely able to pay for my tab and like that I'm an alcoholic? And the bartender's like, yeah, you do have a problem, and I see that you're just like me when I was younger. I don't want the same thing to happen to you as what happened to me. So if you ever need help, I'm here for you, and you can give me a call. And the bear was like, Okay. And then the bartender was like, if you don't mind me asking, why the big paws? And the bear was like, I don't know, I was born with them. Wanted to let you know, I really like your frequent hair color changes. That's very brave. Oh, thank you. I don't know if I consider it brave. I'd like to know why you think it's brave. Do you think that I'm like, is it brave because I'm endangering my hair, or is it brave because like people think it's like people think something about it? I don't know which one it is, but for me, I think most people, at least in real life, if they're judging me, they keep it to themselves, so I don't really notice. So I don't really feel like it's taking any risk. When a woman cheats on a man, it's the man's fault for not being able to satisfy the woman. Man, where are you getting these ideas? Like, I don't know anyone who's like heard of a woman cheating on her boyfriend is like, that's fucked up. Don't do that. Like, don't ever cheat on people, because that is hurtful and causes people emotional damage. Was this about an animal bear or a big burly game? I guess it could apply to either. Telling people they're brave for hair dyeing is in. Brave because you're confident about it. Thank you. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think I've never like been the type of person who's like really, I guess, like plain or trying to conform to what other people look like or whatever, because at least like where I grew up, like that wasn't really enforced. Like they don't really people don't make you feel bad for being like for dressing different and stuff. Like if they do, it's very unspoken, and I don't really pick up well on unspoken things, so I kind of just, yeah, I don't really notice. A man who has a sad horse walks into a bar. The bartender tells him that he can make the horse laugh for $5. The guy accepts and pays the bartender, who takes the horse behind the bar. What? Wait, what? Guy? Is this supposed to be like continued, or did I not get the punchline? I enjoy different hair colors. My fiance keeps her natural hair color, but has a huge collection of different waves, so it's great when we go out somewhere and she wants to put on one. Super cool. Oh yeah, like different wigs. I have a lot of wigs, but I don't usually wear them out, and I want to feel confident enough to wear wigs in public. I feel like the reason I feel like awkward about it is because, like, first of all, it's hard to get a wig that looks not cheapy, like cosplay. If you do, they're kind of expensive, and I have a couple that are like that, but even then it's like they're lace front, which means you have to kind of like glue them to your skin to keep them in place, so it's kind of an extra effort. But if I did do that, then it gets really uncomfortable after like a couple hours, or even just like an hour. But I want to do it sometimes because I think it would really complete the look in certain outfits that I wear and stuff. But so far I haven't really done it. I guess it's just like it requires a little bit more pre-planning. Oh, there's more to the joke. A bit later, the bartender comes back out with the horse, who is now laughing. The guy thanks the bartender and leaves. A week later, the guy is now annoyed with the horse's laughter. What? The guy goes back to the bar, and the bartender says he can make the horse cry again for another $5. Exasperated, the guy accepts and pays the bartender. He takes the horse back behind the bar again. I like how this is a multi-post joke. Like, it keeps going. Hair dyeing? Yeah, hair dyeing is so common. Actually, yeah, you're right. It was extremely uncommon back like even just like 20 years ago or something, right? Even 10 years ago, probably. No, maybe not. No, probably more like 20. It started kind of booming at a certain point, and now it's just kind of normal. I guess it's not normal. It's more like it's normal to a certain like fate, like a certain circle of people, I guess. Horse joke guy is writing a book. But yeah, like I guess my idea of normal is kind of skewed because I've never hung out with like the most like the typical like normal person, like neurotypical, like that kind of thing. And so my standard is based on, I basically only hang out with, yeah, you're right, I would say it, normies. I don't hang out with anyone like that. So my standard maybe is a little unusual, but I think it's normal. So it's like, to me it's normal, and I probably won't ever really become a part of a normie group, so I don't really need to be concerned with other people's normal. Oh, horse guy's continuing. Bartender comes back out with the horse, who is now crying. The guy asked how he did it. Bartender says, "First time I told the horse I had a bigger wang. Second time I showed him." Damn. I'm just imagining like, man, human moment. I heard they're turning Horse Jokes Guy's story into a Netflix drama this summer. Normies? Yeah, normies. Did we break the Geneva Convention yet? No, that's Elenia's job. It seems hard to approach anyone with blue hair. Why is that? Which is normal. Normal is only what you, only based on, like, your surroundings. Like, if you take a clump of like, stuff, and you look at what's the most common things to occur, that would be what is the norm. But, since I don't take, when I think of a norm, I don't take, like, a clump of, like, every type of person, because I haven't even talked to those types of people. The clump I'm taking it from is, like, a very specific type of, like, person who's, like, kind of a nerd, and that kind of stuff. And from those people, the normal is probably very different. First off, I might be a normie, but I still eat Cheez-Its with ketchup. What? Excuse me? Do you, like, dip them, or like, what do you... You need to explain yourself. What do you get when you cross a virgin with a waterbed? What? I can't even possibly imagine. Cherry float. Cursed. Movie voice guy. In a world where you can't make your horse laugh. I swear I'm the only normal person in my friend group, and even that's a stretch. I'm very much not normal. My friends are all amazing though. Yeah, like if you're the normal person in a group, that means you're the minority and you're abnormal. Interesting, cool colored hair was becoming more popular and more acceptable in the early 2000s. Yeah, when it's like kind of started booming, but was still kind of frowned upon in more rural communities. Yeah, you're right, and kind of still is, like, and it depends on the age groups and stuff too. So if I have a bag of Cheez-Its at work, I'll take a ketchup packet and squirt it in the bag. Like, you'll shake them up, like mix them together with ketchup? Like, wait. Are you for real? Are you for real right now? Because I'm like, maybe I'll try that. I gotta try the rocket method. I gotta do it. I can't just judge you without trying it for myself. So if you're being honest with me and you're not bamboozling me, then I will try it. I will eat Cheez-Its mixed with ketchup. Still think it's awesome that Ed and I are both NB. Yeah, I think we have a small handful of NB people in the community of Seafoam watchers and in my server. It's definitely not as big as I'd like though. I'd like to curate more, but it's hard to, because it's just a small audience, you know, like ASMR is already kind of a niche subject, so then I'm finding a niche within a niche to try and get this audience. I just have napkins on hands, or eat the ketchup off your fingers. Yeah, man, that sounds like normal. I would do that. That sounds like achievable for me to do. Salad, cream, and Cheetos? Wait, do you mean sour cream and Cheetos? Or do you actually mean salad cream? Because what is salad cream? In a world where Cheez-Its have ketchup. I'm one of the MV Seafoam fans. Yay! Unscrupulous shrimp! Unscrupulous shrimp. Can I call you Shrimpy? Fast forward now, it's more common for workplaces to be chill about hair color. Yeah, like I've seen kindergartners like covered head to toe in tattoos. Like it makes me feel good about my future because I want to continue being able to dye my hair. I want to be able to have tattoos, and I don't want to have my career options limited because of it. But it really seems like they don't really take that into account as much anymore because the bosses are now like, back then the bosses were like, you know, boomers and stuff, but now, like, a lot of these companies, the bosses are millennials and Gen Z people. Like, you know, like more startups and like more newer companies, I guess, and stuff like that. And young people have a lot to offer, and like with their experiences with certain. Hold on, I'm tying my, the thingy keeps coming untied on my glove. But yeah, like with experiences with stuff that a lot of the older workers wouldn't have really like knowledge about, especially when it comes to like cultural sensitivity stuff, like with basically like gender and like gender or self-expression or like even like the racial stuff and all of that. It's like the younger people have more insight on those things because they're exposed to it in a totally different way than the people who are like Gen X and onward. Like what is it? Boomers and then Gen X and then millennials, yeah. But millennials are pretty like, they're chill, I'd say. I'm on the edge. I'm like a millennial Gen Z hybrid. I think I would be more technically age grouped with millennials, but my brain is like not that. I work at a startup. Good luck. Hey, a lot of people work at startups. Just because you work at a startup doesn't mean you have to stay with the startup. So just remember that. Just because they make you feel like you're a core component of their company does not mean you are. You can leave at any time. Do not get pinned down by a startup. You help them start up. You don't need to stay forever. You're very Gen Z. Yeah, like, mentally I am Gen Z. Physically I am somewhat millennial, but still on kind of the edge of it. I'm Gen X and my brain is Gen Z. Yeah, that's great. Like, I feel like people who are Gen X and millennials and stuff are, if you stay like immersed in stuff that like the younger people are, like the things that younger people are talking about and the issues that they're facing, and basically just like being present and online with that stuff, you can kind of just stay like in the know with what's going on in other people's heads and stuff. But if you kind of detach yourself from where most of them are, then you're not going to be getting those perspectives, so it makes sense that you would be like disconnected from it. No, you don't think I'm Gen Z? Speaking as someone who's also stuck between millennials and Gen Z. Yeah, I'm definitely I'd say I'm in the middle, because there's like parts that do and do not like align. For me, millennials are people born after 2000. No, that would be, because like after 2000 are the younger ones, so that would be more in the Gen Z. Don't be ashamed of being Gen Z. Gen Z is so powerful, like do not ever be ashamed of it. You guys are revolutionizing the world. Zillennials. Oh yeah, I like that term. Yeah, zillennial. Berserkers, same could be said about any topic. More knowledge is always better. Yeah, you're right. Can't imagine how work is gonna be when the bosses are Gen Zs. Oh yeah, I guess mostly they would be millennials right now. But yeah, when the bosses are Gen Z, I've already seen a taste of it. Like, have you seen like those brand accounts who have like Gen Z's people as their social media managers, and they're making like the most dumb, like stupid memes to advertise their company, and it works so well. It's so beautiful and excellent, because in order to like get to achieve what they want to achieve, they have to kind of break like the standard like professional rules that were kind of in place from the older bosses. But like, if you're willing to kind of like break through and maybe let go of some of like the really rigid rules, you can really move into much bigger things. Just a younger cohort at our uni was such a culture clash for me, since I'm used to millennials more. Oh, interesting. Do you know the lemon joke? Hey lemon, you're a real pain in the glass. I don't get it. What does that mean? Not being sensitive is a huge L. Not something to flex at all. What does this mean? Not being sensitive about what? Like, you mean like being like numb and unfeeling and cold and stoic? Yeah, millennials first, it goes like Boomer, Gen X, Millennial, and then Gen Z, and then I think the newest one is Gen Alpha, the babies, the little kids. The COVID babies. I can't wait to see how the COVID babies grow up. Like, how will this have affected them? Like in their crucial period. There's a period of life from like, I think it's like, what is it? It's like age like 2 to 3 years. There's like a really young crucial period of like socialization and stuff like that, and I feel like there's a certain like generation of kids that's going to have affected them in like a really interesting way. I can't wait to see how they grow up, because it's like, I don't think it's like, it's not necessarily horrible or anything, like it's just different from how everyone else grew up, so it'll be interesting to see. It's not like they're traumatized or anything, but I mean, it's possible depending on how the parents handled it, but we'll see. Wait, I like being numb. That sounded like a personal attack. Do not like being numb. That is not a good coping mechanism. I think at least half my feelings are fake. Okay, well, if that's just, okay, if you can't help it, then it's like, I won't say that it's bad, but I would say it's good. It's worth it to try exploring more into feeling things more, because anyone I know who's like, oh, I just don't feel things, I'm numb, blah, blah, blah. You have feelings. You are human. Thank you, Milo. Happy burp, Dave. You're human. You have the same level and capacity as emotions as anybody else. And if you don't access them right now, that doesn't mean that you can't. It doesn't mean that's just a you thing or a personality thing. It could be that it's just that you have not gotten there yet. There's a lot of reasons that people don't get there. Usually it's kind of like a trauma dissociative response, but it feels nice because it's like safe, right? It's like, sure, it's nice to not have to be distraught about a certain thing when some other people might be really, really upset about it. But then also, it can also be just not very helpful in other ways, where it's like you feel like kind of incomplete, I guess. I know a lot of people kind of report that they feel numb, but also they're kind of like bothered by it. Like, even though they're numb, like so they wouldn't say they're like really triggered or upset. There's still like, there's some unsettled feeling about not being able to access their feelings. There's a part of them that knows like, this is not exactly like the true me, or like where I am going to end up. It just feels like there's something like keeping me from feeling things. And that's why there's like that sense of like discomfort, I guess, about it. Because I found like, because I used to think like, well, if you're numb, then why do you care? Like, shouldn't you just keep being numb and like never think about it because it's like whatever? But I think it's like, even if you don't emotionally care, there's like part of you that's like aware that there's some part of you that does care. It's just that it isn't accessible to you. It's like somewhere deep inside you, caring and not being able to be heard. Because for me, it was like kind of like that for certain stuff, where it's like you kind of like, it's really like human brains are so weird, and that they can just kind of block stuff out, where it's like there could be a part of you, like for me, where it's like a part that really cares and really feels strongly, but then because of like how you managed to cope and stuff, it was completely blocked out, and it genuinely feels like I don't care at all, and I just don't feel that. I just don't have access to those feelings. I just am not somebody who feels those kind of things. And it's like, sometimes you can take pride in it a little. Like for me, it was anger, so I didn't have access to the feeling of anger until I was in my 20s. And I used to kind of like feel proud of it, like, oh, I'm just a really laid back person, like I'm just not angry. Like there's so many people who are always like angry and getting bothered by everything and all this stuff, but I just don't, like, I don't feel it, and that's fine. Like I guess I'm just not like an angry person or whatever. But it's like, turns out it was kind of just a trauma response, and as I kind of distanced myself from my past and started being in therapy for a few years, I started being able to kind of like reconnect and start beginning to feel anger again. And then it's like, well, for my whole life I couldn't feel it, so now I have no idea how to cope with it. So that is very scary. So it's understandable, like, emotions are super freaky. It's like, what do I do now? That's why I recommend therapy for everyone, even if they don't have like, even if you don't have like trauma or like something horrible going on in your life. I think everyone should be just having a professional to kind of guide you through like everything that you're going through. And sometimes you'll just kind of discover things that you don't really know about yourself. And you'll kind of be surprised by what shows up if you're willing to listen. That sounds kind of schizo. What do you mean? Which part? Which part sounds schizo? Listening to your feelings, that's kind of schizo, bro. Oh, thank you, Dan. Hope your day is awesome, just like you. Working the swing shift this month. Be well and happy. Much love and hot Pop-Tarts. Thank you. Oh, welcome to the Kitten Cub, Drew. Welcome. I probably do need therapy, but getting therapy is not easy for many reasons. Yeah, my debit card is not working right now. As for talking someone into it as whether it's possible, well, I think we underestimate the power of our words. Oh, are you guys talking? I think I might have missed part of the conversation there, but yeah. I will go back to therapy only if my therapist is hot. Bro, don't do it just because of that. I mean, it might help for you, but you should have other motivations. I only had one kind of therapy, and that was play therapy. I had no clue exactly why I took it. That sounds fun. That's for kids, right? Or is it for adults too? I don't know. Didn't want to trigger a free therapy session, but thanks, I guess. That's okay. I wasn't talking directly about you, by the way. I was just like, it gave me like, it made me think about like the topic that I see a lot with people, which is this kind of like, a lot of people have that sort of response. I think, especially in this community, I find. Oh shit! Wait, did I miss a donation? Or did I? Hello, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, Michael. I guess it didn't show up yet. Here's something for pizza or whatever, or that wig you want, and you have come a long way in knowing your emotions and coping. I believe in you, kiddo. Thank you so much, Michael. $50. Holy shit! Thank you. I will get pizza. Pizza always is like $50 when I order it for some reason. There it is. But yeah, I like to talk about this stuff, especially in this community, because like I know it's not just me. Like there's so many people here that like for some reason it all kind of like however we try to like cope with stuff comes toward this same point of we're looking for something to help cope, I guess. Like with ASMR, it's like if you have insomnia, like most of the time it's psychological. Like I think there's some like physiological causes of insomnia, but most cases are psychological, and people just have no idea. They'll go to so many doctors and try so many pills and all of this stuff, and nothing helps them because it's not a physiological issue. It's this like unconscious mental problem, and you can't just fix it by being like, oh, it's okay to be sad, or like, you know, really basic stuff. So like ASMR is kind of like a band-aid, I guess, because it's like obviously it can't help you, but it can kind of soothe you for the time being, I suppose. And then of course other stuff too, like the anxiety and depression, loneliness and stuff like that, which also attracts like people who watch ASMR usually have those kind of things too. And it's like, I think like basically just it's something that helps people who struggle in a lot of ways that are exclusively like mental stuff and not necessarily like physical stuff. There are like obviously there's some people who are just like chronic illness or stuff like that who might get help from it, but what I've noticed most is like a lot of mental health struggles, and so it makes sense that a lot of us can like relate to each other and talk about this stuff. And like I think it's very relevant, like especially with what I'm doing, where I'm like studying towards this sort of stuff, and then hopefully eventually when I'm qualified enough, bring it into my content. Like right now I'm not qualified enough to do that, but one day I hope that I can kind of link it together, and I think it would be really good. We recognize each other's sadness and each other's traumas. Yeah, because like honestly, like most people, at least in this sort of circle, like maybe not always, but most people you talk to, like if you talk to them enough and like get to know them enough, you'll find like everyone has something to be like, to them it's like, yeah, this is just something that I deal with, but to like a person who didn't experience it, they're like, holy shit, that is terrible, like oh my god, I can't believe you had to deal with that, like those kind of things. It's like a lot of people are going through really, really hard stuff, and they kind of cope with it by like minimizing it and being like, it's just like that's normal for me, or like it's not like that bad or whatever. Or if they're or in the case of people who are older, it's like there's something that did happen to me, I'm out of it now, so it's like whatever, the past is the past. But I found like for me it was, if you do the past is the past thing and you're like I've moved on, and don't actually like kind of dig into it, it's like it'll stay forever until you dig into it, which is kind of disturbing to hear about. But it's kind of like, because like you can, if you say like it's the past is the past, I'm moving on from it, you have your maladaptive coping skills that you learned from when you're like whenever it happened to you, and then you carry on with your life with those. And there's a reason why they're called maladaptive, is because they helped you back then, they don't help you now, they probably make it worse now. And sometimes people don't even realize it's like that's what's going on in my life right now that's making it worse, and it's because of like back then, and you have to deal with it now, or else you're gonna keep doing it and it's gonna hurt you. So that's why I feel like a lot of people are stuck in that. And like, yeah, like a big one is just accepting that like just because you don't feel hurt doesn't mean that you are not hurt. Because like basically the thing about I feel like some people don't really know is that like trauma equals something that happened that changes the way that you carry on with your life. Something changed the way you respond and react and feel about stuff going forward. Doesn't mean that like the thing that happened has to be like really, really bad or whatever. It's just about how it affected you. So some people can be affected really differently. And like they teach you this in like school and stuff. It's like it can be based on like genetics and all that. Like if you're predisposed to being like lower stress tolerances and all that. It's like if you have a lower stress tolerance, then you can get traumatized easier. Like something that might not be traumatizing for one person could be something that carries with you for the rest of your life if you don't like kind of cope and like find ways to work through it. And I think I see a lot of people doing that where they're like, well, what happened to me wasn't that bad, like, so it's not a big deal. And it's so sad to see people saying that. I'm like, no, like, stop. Don't say that. It's like, because like there's always going to be something worse that could have happened to you, but that doesn't change the fact that it affected you. There's nothing that can change that fact. Like, as much as you try to rationalize it and say that it was nothing, it's like, well, it still affected you. Look at you now. Like, it's not going to remove anything that happened to you, or how you responded to it, and how you now live because of it. Yeah, and if you live with someone who's gaslighting you, that can like really ingrain it into you even more, and it's so hard to come out of that. Like if you had to live with someone who was like constantly invalidating you and saying that you're being dramatic and all that stuff. Hey Seafoam, just stopped in for a little. Wanted to say that outfit is life. Always love your content and good luck with all your endeavors. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm being very slay today. Chan, oh shit! Thank you. $100. Been lurking since the beginning. Happy early birthday. Many good nights of sleep are thanks to you and other MIDI creators. Oh my god, thank you so much, Chance. Holy shit. You guys are crazy. I really appreciate that though. Holy fuck. Okay. And also like people who lurk from the early days and start talking to me, like it makes me so happy because I feel like you guys are like starting to talk to me more than because I started like finding like more ways to engage with you, especially with the server and like more streams and stuff like that. And yeah, I love turning the lurkers into like people who come and become part of the community and stuff. So thank you so much. Even if you choose to continue lurking and not like engaging, I still appreciate you a lot. If you don't deal with stuff, then it will always be hard to deal with similar situations. Yeah, and it's interesting because like sometimes it's very hard to tell when something is a similar situation, because like it can be something that feels completely different, but the thing that makes it similar is how it makes you feel. So for me, like if you say you have like something that happened to you that makes you feel like I'm trying to think of a good example. Something that makes you feel like you, I guess a common one for people is like people who are people pleasers and don't have an easy time saying no. If they had trauma that was related to like being dehumanized or being kind of treated as lesser, and like anytime they had emotions, they were invalidated. And so you're kind of made to be treated as like, if you have a boundary, then it's incorrect that you have a boundary. It was wrong of you to say that you needed something, and then you had a consequence because of it. So then you grow up and you're like, okay, well, I don't have boundaries because clearly like they were always wrong. So now I just don't ask for anything that I want and anything that makes me feel more comfortable, which includes like if someone does something or says something that you don't like, you, instead of saying no, you just kind of let it slide. And then so something that can trigger that is like somebody is, I don't know, like say you just like someone doesn't like let's see, what's a good example? Like someone who doesn't like hugs or something like that. Like physical touch is a big one for a lot of people, like a trigger. So it's like, physical touch can kind of send you into like a really like discomfort. You feel kind of unsafe when somebody starts like touching you without your permission. And then, but then like your friend who thinks it's super normal to just hug anybody at random times just does it. And then instead of saying no, being like, that makes me uncomfortable, I don't really like when you do that, be like, well, that's just how they are, like that's just their personality, they just hug people, so it's fine, like I'm just gonna let it happen and like not say anything. But then every time they do it, like you feel more and more uncomfortable, and then you start thinking like, this person really doesn't care about my boundaries, this person doesn't care about how I feel. But it's like, you didn't ever tell them how you feel because you think that it's not safe to tell people how you feel. And so that's like kind of like an issue that can carry through your life. It's like, I can't say what I want because I think it's like, it's not safe to say it, or it's wrong, or I'm being dramatic, or I'm being unreasonable, or they're going to get mad at me, or they're not going to want to be my friend anymore, and that kind of stuff. And it's like, you can have those thoughts just because like someone made you feel that way in the past, and you might not even know that it's related to how you used to feel when you were younger. I'm that person 100%. Physical touch puts me on edge at the best of times, and at worst I'll jump and go into fight mode. Oh gosh, yeah. And it's tough when there are like kind of like, some people are just very naturally touchy and they won't even like think twice about the fact that some people don't like that. And so it's like, holy shit, that would be really scary if you had a friend like that. If you weren't able to like assert your boundaries, that would be, yeah. Yeah, and some people like, yeah, like Stardust, like you can enjoy hugs, but only if you get permission. Like, just no out of the blue like random grabbing of people. Can we talk about your gender? Yeah, I talked about it a little earlier, but I guess I gotta talk about it again. If you have any specific questions, you can ask me. But basically, I identify as non-binary, and I present like really femininely on my channel just because it's kind of like my brand, and also I kind of see femininity as like a dress up, like costume sort of thing to do. So it's fun to me, kind of like, it feels like drag, I guess. And so in my everyday normal life, I'm a lot more like masculine in presentation, and I would like to ideally kind of like turn. Someone said this stream turned into a therapy session. This is what always happens. Literally every time I drink alcohol on stream, we have the first hour is like us talking about like random stuff, and then the next couple hours is like me just like listening to everyone's problems, and then like talking about mental health stuff. I don't know. I just really like talking about feelings with people. But yeah, so with my gender, I put publicly that I use they them pronouns, but I don't think like I'm not ready to post like a video, like a coming out video or whatever. I will have to soon, but like I don't know. I'm afraid of the response, because even just like upload, you know, like my mouse character, the Backstreet like tattoo one, that character is more of like the type of presentation that I would like to give in real life and stuff, and I pretty much lose more subscribers than I gain when I post videos of mouse, and it's kind of like reflective of the kind of response people give to like that kind of stuff. And I know it's partially my own fault because I made videos of like hyper feminine characters and built an audience based on people who like that and not something else, so it's like, it's understandable, like they're here for a certain thing, then like they'll leave if it's not what they want. But I guess it just is like a little bit scary, but I know like realistically it's just the people who I lose and the people who I gain, like the ones who I'm gaining are more like currently relevant to how I want to present myself now, which is good overall. Like it's not all about numbers, so it's more about like getting people who I feel get me and understand me more. But it's still like, you know, it's still scary to see, and it feels intimidating, especially when they're leaving like mean comments and stuff like that. Because a lot of them, like, it's kind of like discouraging to see people being like basically like straight up admitting that they see you only as like a sexual object and that you have no value if they can no longer see you that way. And it's like, damn, that is kind of cringe, bro. Like, why is this how you view, like, it's like, damn, like, is this how you're watching all of your content? It's just based on if you think someone's like fuckable. What made you realize you're non-binary? Actually therapy, like the fact that we were into like talking about therapy and stuff like that. I have like, it's different for a lot of people because I have sort of like what you would call like complex PTSD, which is from like prolonged and inescapable childhood abuse and stuff like that. So for me, like, there's parts of myself that got like really, really suppressed, like down to the point that I could not even access them. And so when I started getting therapy for, I think it was probably after like a year of going to like trauma specialized therapy, that this part of myself started kind of coming out and finally feeling safe to be heard and like be acknowledged as like part of myself. And when that started happening, it was like I started having these weird gender feelings, and like the person I was with at the time was like very straight, so anytime I got treated like really like as a girl or like valued as a girl, I would always feel this like weird discomfort and be like almost, it would be like it feels like I was being seen wrong and like valued incorrectly, like I was just being valued for a gender that I didn't even feel I was. But I didn't really understand that because I was like, I've been calling myself a girl, so why do I feel weird when people call me a girl or like see me as a girl? And so that was like a whole thing, and it was like a year-long process of me being like, what the hell is going on with me? And then, so, you know, continuing therapy, continuing gender exploring, and just eventually coming to terms with like, okay, there is a part of me that got really like hammered down, that could not exist until recently, like until the last couple years, when I started to release some of my trauma and start growing and like hearing, like kind of listening to the parts of myself that I've been like suppressing unconsciously. Yeah, dissociation. Yeah, I have a dissociative disorder. So it's like, after you finally kind of start listening, then you can, they start coming up, and then it's really scary, because like, it's very common where people will say like, they're in trauma therapy, and then they feel like they're getting worse. And that's what I felt like. I'm like, what is going on with me? Everything feels so scary and so chaotic, and it feels like I'm getting worse. And that is a good sign. And I knew, like, when I had that crisis, I was like, oh, this means I'm actually getting better. This means that I'm hitting like a breakthrough, because I know this is what other people experience too. So I kind of took peace in that. I'm like, even though I feel crazy right now and I feel like not okay at all, it's like, I know this is actually a really good sign. And it was. And then I kind of just started listening a lot more and became connected with myself super closely, and kind of finally just started figuring out who I am, when I used to only exist basically like because of like the nature of like my trauma and stuff. It's like I only existed for the purposes of somebody else, and like made myself out to be what other people wanted me to be. And so, of course, that makes it very tough when it comes to, like online, like, with the channel and stuff, because it's like, hey, thank you, $10. Enjoy all your ASMR, but Ember forever holds a special place in my heart. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You have to identify the problem before you can solve it. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Yeah, that's really tough too, because sometimes you're just like, damn, I just want answers. I want solutions. I want to be better. But it's like, bestie, if you haven't even like kind of acknowledged the problem you have and what you need, then like you're just scratching the surface. Like, you have a lot farther to go, and you have to accept that it's going to take a long time. But you can kind of like feel comfort in just hearing like these little baby steps that you're having, you know? Because sometimes it happens really slowly, but you can still see your progress and be kind of reaffirmed that you're going somewhere, even though it doesn't feel like it because it's really slow. It's like you can look back and be like, look at me now versus like a few years ago. It's like, wow, that's a lot of change that has happened. kind of understand trying to fit in and be someone that other people are okay with. Yeah, like, it can be really ingrained for a lot of people where you're so concerned with being what other people expect you or want you to be that you don't even, like, you kind of forget who you are and you don't really know what you want. Like, for me, it's like, wait, I haven't even really ever stopped to ask what I want. Like, literally, it wasn't even on the table. It was not an option. Like, my feelings, my needs, my boundaries they just didn't exist because, like, I didn't even see them as like an option. It was just not there at all. It wasn't that I was ignoring my own needs and boundaries. It was just, I didn't even see that they were an option enough to have them. So it took a long time to be like, first of all, realizing there's something missing. Like, there's a boundary that or there's like a need that isn't being met. Something feels like wrong and disrupted in my body or my heart or whatever. And then it's like going from there, being like, okay, this is something that maybe is important for you. Like, is this a value? Is this something you need in your life? And then starting to learn, like, okay, how can you take that need that you have as a person, that's something that makes you comfortable or uncomfortable or whatever, and turn it into a boundary so that you can say to your friends or whoever to be like, this is something that I don't like when you do, like, this is a boundary for me because I get uncomfortable in this situation or whatever. And then it becomes a boundary, and then as you create more of those and start, like, recognizing stuff about yourself, then you can kind of sort of form a kind of more of an identity just because you're starting to advocate for yourself. It's very, very important to advocate for yourself. I get, like, really passionate when I see people who are, like, too like, passive or, like people pleasing and stuff, and they're just, like, let people walk all over them. It kind of, like, makes me mad because I'm like, it's kind of abusive. Like, you are abusing yourself the way that the people who mistreated you were abusing you. They were treating you like nothing. They were walking all over you. They're treating you like you're not important, that you have nothing good to say, that you have nothing of value to contribute, that your feelings don't matter, all this stuff. And then you go ahead and start treating yourself the same way. And it's like, sure, you're not doing it to someone else, but you're still doing it to a person. You're still doing it. That's abusive. You are abusing someone. So stop. And a way that helped me to kind of, like, actually listen to that was imagining, like, sometimes these feelings come from, like, a really young part of yourself that's, like, imagine yourself as, like, your inner child, right? Like, you know, 6 years old or something, and, like, being really sad and upset and, you know, freaking out and stuff. And it's like, are you going to respond the way that your parents or whoever did to you and kind of, like, invalidate them, make them feel bad, be like, why are you like this, like, you're so dramatic and all this stuff? Or would you look at that little kid and be like, I'm sorry this happened to you, like, I love you and I want to listen to you and I'll try to help you as much as I can because this is a really big feeling you're having. And it's like, talk it to it as like a little kid. And then it's like, if you start imagining it that way, it's really hard to continue being mean to yourself, because it's like, you kind of imagine yourself, like, abusing a small child if you do that, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. If you keep saying yes, people will expect you to always say yes. Yeah, that's a big one. Like, never saying no, and just, like, people start asking more and more from you, and then they start expecting it from you, and then it's not a privilege anymore. They don't think you're doing a nice, kind deed. They just expect it from you, and it's no longer you being kind. It's just you giving a lot of free mental labor to the detriment of yourself to try and uphold this image that you've created of yourself. It's a very bad cycle, and breaking out of it is going to feel really scary because you're going to be like, I feel like an asshole, like, I'm being so selfish and all this stuff. But it's like, no normal person who's, like, healthy and like, sane will think you're being selfish or mean. Only abusive people will talk to you that way, and that's probably why you think that. It's like, if you're with, like, an abusive person emotionally, if you try to assert a boundary or say, like, no about something, they're gonna be like, wow, you're so selfish, like, I can't believe you're doing this. This is so unfair, and, like, you're not listening to me and my feelings, and I can't believe you're so cruel. But, like, if you're with a normal person who's not actually, like, abusive and mean, then they're gonna be like, oh, well, thanks for telling me how you feel. Like, even if it makes them, like, a little bit like, oh, okay, like, that's weird, like, a specific thing that bothers you, but like I respect it because I like you as a person. I'm gonna listen to you. Like the good people to stay in your life. Yeah, like the narcissist. I know a lot of people get stuck in narcissistic relationships. It is extremely damaging, and they will make you feel like you are like super unreasonable for having any type of needs or boundaries. But so I can understand why it feels scary to start doing it, but you'll find really quickly, like I found for me, like I started being a little more assertive and doing stuff that I think is like bitchy or like rude. It's actually not at all. Like nobody sees you that way. They literally just, the more you take yourself seriously, the more other people take you seriously. If they're sane and normal and not narcissistic, they're just gonna be like, okay, that's the thing that you're really confident about. Like that's a boundary that you're expressing, so I'm gonna respect it. Oh, sorry, I missed the donation. Let me go check that. I drew Seafoam Kitten as a bongo cat playing the 3DO. Aw! I suck at drawing, so it's crusty, but I simply base will try before it leaves my mind. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, is it in the Discord? Let's see. Oh. Oh, 7Q, $5. Inspired. You're amazing, and you really helped me realize how much I let other people use me, so thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I hope you're able to, like... I know it's really... It takes a long time, and it's really scary, but I hope you can take, like, good steps towards being more assertive and advocating for yourself. Because it helps to think about yourself as, like, that little, like, the little kid. Like, stand up for that little kid that nobody would stand up for. Like, give them the kind of love that they need to have and that they should have had. I wasn't lucky enough to have therapists who cared to listen to me talk about my past over the years since high school. Therapists that I've had told me that that was the past and move on already. Damn, I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't know who you were talking to, but I can tell you, like, it's tough because the therapist can be a lot of things. There's like school counselors, and then there's like the regular like frontline therapists will give you like CBT and kind of like the basic therapies, and then there's the trauma ones. There's specialists in different areas. There's the ones who work in like hospitals or like institutions can sometimes be iffy too, because it's like there's a lot of people with really specific needs and a lot of trauma and stuff like that, but sometimes they're not getting the right type of help that they need. But yeah, I hear that a lot, honestly, from people, is that they had bad experiences in therapy and then they kind of just accepted that it's not helpful for them and then they stopped, which is super sad because, like, the whole point of it is to help you. So if they've had so many bad experiences that, like, you're making people give up on therapy, then it's like, what is going on here? We're trying to help people. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Oh yeah, CBT. Sorry, I forgot people think CBT is something else. But yeah, cognitive behavioral therapy is like a very, very good frontline therapy for people who have like anxiety and depression and stuff like that. But if you have trauma, if you have like really deep trauma, you might also have anxiety and depression, but it comes from something else. So when you use CBT, it's like, it can almost have like counterproductive results sometimes. And there's other types of therapies you should be taking instead that are more specialized to what you need. But a lot of therapists will start with CBT, and it can feel like you're going crazy. It can feel like you're getting worse. For me, it felt like there was like a war going on in my head when I was getting CBT, and I started really hating myself and getting like self-harm urges and stuff like that. But yeah, EMDR is very good too. For me personally, like at least like, okay, for me personally, I have a dissociative experience with trauma. So if you're the type of person who's like, I'm numb, I don't feel anything, I don't care about what happened to me, it's in the past or whatever, you might not be ready for EMDR because you basically blocked out a lot of the emotions and memories linked to your trauma. And EMDR needs you to fully, like, vividly immerse back into that time when it was happening. So it's good to work through the dissociative stuff first so that you can start to connect more with your emotions and parts of you that are from, like, when you were younger. And then start working with it then. My therapist found that like most of the time like I was kind of too dissociated to start EMDR because I just couldn't really connect with those like any key moments of my past and stuff like that. But yeah, EMDR is a very proven helpful therapy for trauma. Oh yeah, what was I gonna do? Was there a... Yes, the bongo cat. Let me just show it off real quick. Yeah! Oh my god, it's so cute with the 3DO. Oh my god, I love it. That's adorable. I'll see if I can try and make that an emoji. I love it so much. And someone else gave, is this an idea for Obsidian? Concept art. I use Stable Diffusion to create D&D characters for my campaigns. Is this like an AI art? Same Cyber Bunny outfit, minus fishnets, but I hope I can give some inspiration. Other versions. For split spidery makeup. Ooh! Yes, that helps me. Yeah, so like the split red and black. Maybe I could do some kind of like black makeup up here and down here. Blackish purple lipstick. I'm still like kind of not sure about the pink eyes because even like this art makes it look really good, but I know in practice it would kind of clash, I think. But maybe I can still like post pictures and like say I could post like me wearing the contacts, like different colored ones, and trying some different looks to see what you guys think. So yeah, we'll see. I'll do more of that in the summer when I have more time to work on channel stuff. Same with psychedelics, it brings out all the things you've suppressed and forces you to face them. It's like flipping a coin to be good or bad. Yeah, I think that's why like some people it's like the bad trip would be like stuff you're not quite ready to face, and that can be very traumatizing, right? Like if you're not ready to confront that, then your brain can just like, who knows how it would respond to that kind of stuff. And I kind of had that sense for myself. Like I always wanted to try psychedelics, but I have this kind of like, I don't know, I had this deep sort of like subconscious aversion that was telling me like you're not ready for this. And I think it is because like in the last like few months, like since I've had that thought, it's been like half a year or something, and I've had way more crazy experiences with my mental health stuff that I have like realizations and all that have been like really big. So I think probably psychedelics, if they threw me into that all at once, I would not know how to cope. I'd probably end up in a psych ward or something. So it's probably best for me to like, I'm gonna keep moving towards like healing more before I do anything like that, just because I don't want to overwhelm myself with too much of the subconscious shit that's been held back in my brain. Because yeah, like psychedelics can literally like pull your subconscious into the front of your brain, and sometimes it's in the subconscious for a reason. It's protecting you because you're not ready to face it. You're not ready to process it. I think that would work without the pink eyes. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe like I'll also try it with like red contact lenses. Those would be cool too. Or maybe even yellow or something. I remember one of the Seafoam Protector videos, which I cried to because video I made was beautiful. It brought me to tears. Aw, I'm glad. That was a really special video for me too. It was like one of those like more personal, I think, kind of ones. I can't stay up unfortunately, but happy birthday to you, Seafoam. Thank you for coming. The psychedelics will find you when it's time. That sounds so ominous, but like I agree. I think it will. I think I will do it when I'm ready. Yeah, I want to try psychedelics as well, but I have issues with paranoia and anxiety, so it's probably not a good thing. Yeah. It helps me, but looking back at it, it was dangerous. TBH, could have messed myself up a lot. Remember the people who say you should do drugs were on drugs? Yeah. Well, like, I think, like, people who say that you should do drugs are just saying, like, they had a good experience with it and they want to share that good experience with other people. And, like, that's totally normal. But there is also the fact that, like, some people respond to stuff a lot differently, and some people experience things differently and have different, like, paces for, like, what they are ready to deal with. And Yeah, like, yeah, it's like, I wonder what is hiding in my subconscious. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's something that I feel like if you have any aversions and thoughts of like, ooh, I don't know if I could do that, like, I think I'm too anxious for that or whatever, like, then don't do it, because those little thoughts you're having, like the little thoughts in the back of your head that are unsure, those are big parts of you. You don't realize how big they are. Like, that's part of your brain, right? Like, so those are like all like really big, potent parts of yourself, but they seem kind of small because it's like just a passing thought in the back of your mind. But if you're doing something that brings out your subconscious, you're gonna be like, hello, this is fully here. This is the part that this is a part that was unsure but is now like completely like present, and it is extremely unsure and extremely freaked out and is probably thinking you're dying or that you're going crazy, or like, it'll freak out even more. So it's like probably a good thing to just listen to that little aversion you're having. If you're not ready, then you're not ready. Because I feel like some people are like, might do stuff like that to get like peer pressured. Like their friends will be like, come on, like, just do it, it's not that bad or whatever. But if you have like any bit of yourself that's like, oh, I don't know, like I feel like maybe I wouldn't do good with that, then probably best to not do it. Because you know yourself better than anyone else does. Can you moo? Yes, I can! Moo! But I don't have my cow costume right now. Moo! 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 Should I do a high pitch moo or a low pitch moo? Moo! 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 JFK ASMR. Seafoam, it would be nice to see you express your real self more in your videos. Perhaps, but like usually with ASMR it's like it's more of like a character. Even if I'm not doing a role play, it's like I am the like person that's here to help you kind of vibe of like relaxing and stuff like that, like the perfect friend, whatever. So I don't know, the way I talk in these kind of streams is like, maybe I could work it into it in some way of like friend gives you advice or something like that, maybe in that kind of format. Are psychedelics really that effective? Seems like a sham to me. Honestly, the fact that you think that means that probably psychedelics won't affect you that much. Like, it's completely based on your brain and how you're willing to, like, think about yourself and respond to stuff that's going on in your mind. So, like, maybe, like, if you truly believe that it's not going to do much for you, then maybe it just won't. Like, you never know. I wouldn't, like, it sounds safer than someone who's, like, scared. So it wouldn't be as bad for you to try it than if someone's like, oh, I'm scared I would have a bad trip. That's probably more risky. Will I ever do owl voice again? Have I ever done an owl voice? What do you mean? What if someone doesn't want to go to therapy? What if I'm too broken, can't be put back together? Or what if I went through is too scary to face and I'm not strong enough to deal with it? Well, I can say, like, personally I've had those exact same thoughts, and I feel like therapy has done nothing but help me. Like, you gotta know, it's like, it's very personal. It's just you and that one person. You don't have to tell anyone about it. You don't have to share it. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. It's just good to have someone there to be aware of your experiences and listen, and you can start working on healing when you want to, but it's not like your therapist isn't gonna like just be throwing you, like forcing you to do all of this like healing work and stuff like that if you're not ready for it. Like, the more you talk to them, the more they get to know you and like kind of how you can deal with stuff, and they'll base it on that. Like, they'll assess how you are. So I don't know, I think it's always good to be in therapy, even if you think that you can't get better. You should still, like, I could say like hypothetically you couldn't get better, like there was no fixing you, then what harm is therapy gonna do? It will not hurt you. if anything, it'll give you something good from your life, but it's not gonna do anything bad. So it's like, you might as well try, because even if you feel like there's no fixing you, like, most likely you will find some sort of growth. You just have to, like, work towards it, you know? Everyone can. Everyone has something that they can work on and grow through. Because, like, as much as it's, like, really sad to think about, like, almost every single person I know has had, like, some sort of pretty horrible thing that they have to deal with in their life. Whether it's from their past or their present or, like, just in their mind. Like, everyone has something that is holding them back or hurting them or affecting their life in some negative way that they could be working on if they wanted to. It's okay to just be a brand. Some people aren't comfortable being direct with their audience. Yeah, that's true. I try to, like, balance that. Like, I'll get, like, really, like, personal with people in, like, live streams and stuff, but then other than that, I try to keep it, like, pretty, like, keep a line between, like, that, like, keep it more as a brand sort of thing, just because it's, like, for my own mental health kind of thing. Acid is fantastic and helped me get over stuff and connect to the earth in a way I didn't know was possible. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I hear that a lot from people, too. I feel like I'll get to that point where I can say the same thing one day. If you do psychedelic and you just end up seeing the stream on repeat for 10 hours. I mean, that doesn't mean you should or shouldn't, but the stigma is weird. I'll be talking about... Oh, humanity has done drugs for longer than society. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Like, your choice to try any type of drug is up to you and your personal views on it. But there is, like, a stigma that's kind of socially implemented, I think. And if it's the feeling of the social aspect that's the stigma that's bothering you, then that's more of like a question yourself and, like, how you really feel about that stuff. But I think, like, there's still, like, people who just genuinely are like, I don't think that's fucked up, like, I don't want to do that, that sounds, like, miserable to me. And it's like, that's okay, you have to accept that. Like, not everybody wants to do it. I feel like a lot of people who are into psychedelics and, like, other drugs are very, like, kind of pushy sometimes. Oh, thank you, Devon, for the cake emoji. But yeah, like, sometimes people can be a little too pushy with it, and because it's like, my experience was great, so you should do it. But it's like, will your experience be great too? Who knows? Like, if you don't think it will be, then that's okay. You have the ultimate opinion, and that opinion will probably influence your experience about it anyway, so you gotta believe yourself. So what made you pick Seafoam? It's an interesting choice for a name. It was very simple. It was just that I like the color Seafoam. It's the name of a color that is basically just like a pastel bluish green. Kind of like if you look down here at the donation thingy on the bottom corner, like right there. That color. Seafoam. I like the color a lot. Working on yourself is actively taking steps towards bettering yourself. Whether you feel hopeless or not, you're working towards a better version. Yeah, that's true. Like, even if you feel so hopeless, it's like, at least you can say you're trying, you're doing something, and you're always, like, you're not giving up. And I feel like that's the thing that could keep you from feeling good about yourself, is like, I'm not going to give up just because things are really hard for me. And thank you, Atomic, for $5 or £5. Thank you for the unsettling grinning face in the emoji. That was great. A lot of legal drugs are more damaging than illegal. Yeah, I mean, like, freaking alcohol can ruin people's lives. Terrible. But it's like, drugs, I guess it's like, it's not a matter of accessibility, it's just like abuse. Like, are you going to abuse this drug? If you are, if you're the type who really likes a certain drug and will abuse it, then you're gonna find a way to get it because it gives you something. And that gets me onto a whole other thing, which is why I, like, want to do, like, psychology, social work, stuff like that, is because, like, people in addictions, like there's a lot of, like, addiction and stuff in, like, my childhood, like, parents and, like, trauma and stuff like that, and it's like, I don't know a single addict who just likes drugs because, like, because they got hooked on it, because it's like drugs are addictive. It's because they have something they're running away from. It's always a mental thing. Like, it's something that they have like a void inside themselves. They have something missing that they couldn't ever like confront or deal with, and drugs help them either escape it or experience it more. Like with stimulants, like people, like, they're not trying to run away, they're probably trying to run towards something, like make them feel something, make them feel emotions or love or affection or feel motivation or all this stuff that they usually are not able to access. Or like with depressants like alcohol and all that, it's usually like to escape from really bad, strong feelings. People with anxiety and a lot of triggers and stuff like that will go for alcohol because it kind of brings your nervous system down. And it's like you're managing it the way that you the best thing you can find for yourself. Because like if you don't have anyone like helping you therapy wise and stuff, that's probably the best option you have, and it's the only thing that you found to help you. And that's how learning works, right? It's like something works and then it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep doing this and then it'll continue helping me or working for me, even if it has consequences. And like, or with like sometimes too with like alcohol, it's like you can be a certain version of yourself that hides his alcohol from it. It can be a certain version of yourself that you feel isn't okay. Like the example I used earlier of like people who are people pleasers and say like they don't want to assert boundaries because they don't feel like their emotions are valid, and that their feelings, the way they feel, is not important enough. So say you're like into alcohol and then you're like the crazy drunk person who's like an angry drunk who gets like into fights, or a person who just cries and sobs and like it just becomes a whole mess when they're drunk. It's because like you can feel like safe in expressing who you, like the real raw parts of yourself that you feel are unsafe to access when you're sober, because people have made you feel like you can't have those feelings. And so it's like I can have these feelings when I'm drunk because it's like, oh well, I'm just the drunk person, the person who drank too much. It's not because of anything about me. And then you're kind of internalizing this thing of like, that's not me, that's just me when I'm drunk. I'm a totally different person when I'm drunk. And I see that a lot with alcoholics. It's like people will say like, that's like, you're so different, like when you're drunk, like you're crazy, like the mean fighting machine people, and it's like, but you're so sweet when you're sober. And it's like maybe that is a sign that there's something unresolved. It's really funny. Yeah, autistic too, unmasking. A lot of people, sometimes it goes back and forth. Like some people can mask more when they're drunk or mask less, and then with weed too, like masking more or masking less. Byron, $2 or two pounds. So nice to talk to you with us. Thank you. Where did I get the outfit? Actually, is Dan in the chat? You can ask Dan. I don't know. He sent this to me from my P.O. box. I think it's called Cyber Bunny though. If you look up Cyber Bunny, it might show up. But yeah, that's another one, like same deal of like, well, autistic people growing up, like it is kind of traumatizing. It's like basically you get told that the way you feel and act is not like valid and you shouldn't be doing it. So when you're drunk, then it's like you might be able to access it a little bit better and be like, I'm just a crazy drug person, but like this is how I would normally respond to something if it wasn't for the social pressures and mental blocks in my head. And it's like, it feels freeing if you can do it then when you can't do it in your real life. So I can see how that could be really addicting to people who really don't know how to do it when they're sober, or can't figure out how to like get to the point where they can free themselves while sober. I'm not an angry drunk at all. I was just using that as an example because I have family members who are like that. I know people who get like that. But for me, as you can tell, I'm the drunk who gets deep and tries to talk about emotions until everyone tells me every single detail about themselves. Just because I have like a lot of emotional stuff for myself, so I like to share it with other people and like feel like they get me and that I get them. I guess that's the feeling I like to have. The feeling of being told I don't care attitude, not caring about drama. Interesting. And psychoanalyzes someone as a common occurrence when they're drunk. Yeah, I mean I do when I'm sober, but also when I'm more aggressively when I'm drunk. I'm just like, tell me your life story, give me your trauma. Literally, like a lot of the time, my friends, like the people who I'm closest to, we literally have just told each other our trauma on like the first time we got drunk together. I can tell you from experience that self-medicating is common on the spectrum and mental health in general. Yes, very true. Very true. Especially if it's like you feel like you've like repressed and like kind of self-ignored all of this stuff about yourself, but also everyone in your life is telling you that you're the problem. So it's like, why would I get therapy when I'm the problem? It's like all I need to do is fix myself and then my life will be better. And so it's like, you might not even think that you're traumatized or that there's something that you need to work through mentally, like, that has hurt, like something that's damaged you, because you think that you've just been doing something wrong. And so, like, yeah, it makes sense that you could try to find, like, some other sort of self-medicating to try and, like, unconsciously cope with that stuff, because seeking help is not really an option for a lot of people who don't even realize that they've been hurt, I guess. Honestly, I tend to isolate to drink just since I can't feel emotions or process them. It helps me feel safe or escape. Yeah, isolating is a really, really good safety coping mechanism. I wouldn't say good as in like good, but like it's good as in reliable to like when your brain needs safety and feels like it needs to cope by like ensuring that you're like that nothing bad's gonna happen to you. And it's like, okay, if I feel everything in the world is unsafe, then like at least when I'm alone, there's like the least amount of things that can harm me. There's still things that feel unsafe, but it's like I'm narrowing it down to like the smallest amount of safety that I can have, kind of thing. So that makes sense too. And you're great, and the community here on Discord is also amazing. I love hanging out and talking with y'all. Yay! I'm glad you do too. I really love talking to you guys. I wish I could do more streams like this. I will in the summer for sure. I feel like I'm addicted to gacha and buying toys. I feel like I can't stop sometimes, and my family is not about it. I do have savings, but I spend a good chunk of it on gacha rolls and figurines. Interesting. Why do you, like... I guess gacha is kind of... I would say gacha is like predatory to that kind of behavior, but I would also say that maybe it attracts a certain type of person who gets a certain type of like reward from it. So like, what is it to you? Like what gives you that feeling of like the feeling you get from buying, like spending money on gacha and getting the figurines and stuff? Usually it's like a dopamine hit or something, right? But then like, I guess the next question is, why do you feel the need to get that dopamine hit? Like, what are you kind of like looking for? What are you chasing? What are you missing? I only talk about mental health to other mentally ill people. Camaraderie. Yeah, exactly. Because if you talk about this stuff to like someone who doesn't get it, they're just gonna think you're crazy. But thankfully, I know like when I talk about it here, like pretty much everyone watching is like experiencing something kind of similar. Like a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of ASMR viewers are also, you know, struggling with mental health stuff, so we get each other. Yeah, at least with figurines you can resell them, especially if you keep the boxes and stuff. I'm so bad with that, like... Exotahu, $10! Happy birthday! I hope you have a good day / night. Thank you so much! I appreciate that. Also, I love your Fluttershy and Derpy profile picture. I love ponies. Actually, speaking of collectibles and stuff, I have a lot of pony collection stuff. And for me, I think the dopamine hit is from like, I don't know, it's like ponies aren't even necessarily that nostalgic to me. It's like, I don't know, it's like gives you a feeling of like accomplishment. I'd say for me it's like getting something that I really love and like that makes me excited is like a feeling of of accomplishment. Like I've gotten something that I want, and then from there I would probably ask like, why is that so important to you? I guess like why is it important or so validating to get that feeling that you feel like you're like out of control of it? For me, I don't feel like I'm in the point where I'm like addicted to it enough that it's like ruining my life. So I feel like that answer to that question isn't as deep as it might be for someone who is addicted to shopping and stuff. But my answer would still be like the feeling of having that, I guess I would say it's like a sense of control. Like there's something I want, and then I'm going to give it to myself because I was never given that. Like as a child, I would not like be able to just have something that I want. Like I didn't have control to be like, I want this, whether it's like material or like emotional or, you know, like any type of need you have. Like this is something I need or want. This is something that would make me feel safe or good or happy. And then request it and be like, to rely and know like that's something that I can feel safe knowing that I can get. And it's like, I didn't have that, so maybe for me it's like I feel excited and like reassured to be like, I can assure that I can have that. Like I can do that for myself. I could do it over and over again. I can assure that I get what I want. And it's like, if you had an addiction to that, it's like you can do that if you have a credit card or something. And you can keep ensuring that you get what you want, but it'll harm you in the long run because it's like, that's not really your money. A lot of people do this and get into debt from it. And then it's like, are you really serving yourself anymore? Because it's like, I feel like if you were to do it, a good healthy way to deal with it is like making sure it's only your own money. So taking a chunk from like whatever money you get and putting aside and being like, if this thing is really important to me and I really want it, then I'm going to put like this $20 aside for the thing that I think will be important to me, and do like a little fund of like my gotcha fund or whatever. And every time you get money, like put it aside and be like, this is the money specifically for it. And then, so you don't have to worry about like using credit card and all that. You can do it if you have a credit card. Is the worst thing I heard all stream. Well, it's true. That's what people do, right? Like, it's like, ooh, free money. But yeah, as long as it's like in a healthy way where you can control it. Like, I feel like even like establishing control over it in a more rigid way can maybe even give you like feel more validating, because it's like, I set aside this money, this specific fund for the thing that I want, and it's like the money that I've built up for the thing that I care about. And so when you buy it, it can maybe feel even more affirming than if you were to have to like pay it back and then be all anxious about the fact that you don't have enough money for it and stuff. Have they been live for 3 hours? Oops, I didn't know I was live for 3 hours. Oh shit, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. I do have to wake up, I have to wake up at like 7. So I have to go soonish, I guess, because I don't want to go to bed like immediately after finishing the stream. I should probably like chill out, maybe eat something, maybe drink some water. I have to go for the day. You're amazing. Love you, dude. Happy birthday. Thank you, Toph. Thank you for coming. Budgeting is good advice, though. Everyone should set a budget at some point in their lives. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. I kind of fell off during school because like I just been so busy with like the school stuff that it's hard for me to like allocate brain energy to like put into other things. But the thing that worked really well for me when I was doing it is taking out like, say like I have this amount of money for like, pay all your bills first, pay your rent, and that's it. And then whatever you have left, how much do you want to put into savings? Then you put that aside, and then whatever's remaining, like pocket money, I go and I put it into like, well, not pocket money, because then it's like grocery money. So I put that aside, a specific amount. Thank you, Brian. $2. Nice stream to listen to while I clean the house. Good job cleaning. So like, I take it out in cash specifically because for me it's like I have this object permanence thing where if I use like a card, it feels like it's like, it's not real money because I don't see it. But if it's real in my hand, then I can see it like disappearing from the little bag that I have. So I have this like I have this like little like plastic baggies that are almost perfectly sized for like bills, and I put cash monies into each of them. So one of them is like dog food, another one groceries, and then one is like outings, like if I'm going to go out to eat dinner with somebody, and then another one could be like what do I call it, like self-care type, like say I wanted to get like makeup or like makeup wipes or like stuff you get at a drugstore kind of thing. I'd have like a separate one for that because it's like not really necessary at all, but it's nice to have money set aside for it. And yeah, it's like little like different things that you think are important to you. So if someone's into gacha, I'd be like, here's my little gacha fund too. So you put in like $20 every month or something like that. And then try to like really just abide. I guess with gacha it's different because you can't do it with cash. So you'd have to be like a lot more diligent about it. But like with any like online shopping and stuff, it is much more difficult because then you have to specifically just make sure you have enough in your actual bank account. But for me, I tried to restrict it to cash only as much as I could because it helped me just to have everything like, if everything's just cash, then I can use it all in my little baggies that I've created and I can keep track of it all. Gacha fund, always more than I planned for. Yeah, put in like say you want to have like $20 a month, then put in like $50 a month if you can afford it. The greatest companion you can have is a 180-pound Saint Bernard who tries to fit in small spaces. Aww, that's so cute. Google Play Apple gift card? Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, there's lots of like really good and creative ways that people can manage budgets, but the worst thing is just not paying attention to any of it, like, and then you know, running yourself into overdraft or into debt because you haven't realized how much you're spending. I have a card that gets a certain amount from each paycheck and can only use that card to get something like weed or alcohol. Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. My gacha fund is now back in my account because all 3 of my gachas are ending with a week. Oh, what is that water bottle? I got this from my PO box actually. It's like a cute cat ears. And also, wait. I gotta show the bottom. What a good motivation for drinking water. Sus at the bottom of my water bottle. What the? Okay, I got a phone call. Should I put on you on speaker?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear.
Oh my god. Who goes there?
Who goes there? It's the Dr. Pepper man himself.
Okay, I still have like 1,000 milliliters of Dr. I don't know how many milliliters are.
There's 1,000 milliliters in a liter.
Oh,
dumbass.
I have 4,000 milliliters of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's like that. I'd be swimming in that. Well, I guess I can't really swim in that. It's a little too little to swim in, but.
Root beer says hi.
Hello, root beer. Hello, discontent cat. Hi, Patrick. I'm Patrick.
What did you call him for? Were you just calling to fucking
Pepper,
steal the
MD,
clout
or
on my
PhD?
channel?
Why not both? What were you saying, Seafoam?
Did you just call so that you could steal the clout on my channel?
I mean, why not, right?
Literally, everyone's just paying attention to you now.
I mean, I'm the cool. I just wanted to prove that, like, you know, they only wanted to see me.
Yeah, they're only here for you. This is the whole reason that everyone's watching the stream right now.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Someone asks MD or PhD for the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I answered. I said, why not both?
Oh. You can't have both. Wait, maybe you can. But you should only have one, probably.
No, you can have both.
Actually,
why not? Why not?
I feel like the big doctors have probably both.
Well, I mean, well, no. The difference between an MD and a PhD. You know, it's pretty vast. You know what I mean?
Someone says, "Holy shit, it's Patrick."
Dude, I am Patrick. Yes, I am totally Patrick.
Is this the
You're
Krusty
a fish
Krab?
swimming in Dr. Pepper? Hell yeah. I go to foam springs for record and maid outfits. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we need another one of those. If you guys haven't seen it, we had one stream where Record was forcefully put into a maid outfit and it was excellent. I still haven't posted. I unlisted it, but then I had to. I'm going to edit it, but I just haven't had time yet. But I'm gonna edit it and put it on my second channel, and it'll be funny.
You also still need to do the PC stream too.
Yeah, I'll do that one first. I'll post that one first. Gotta post it in chronological order.
Yeah, eventually you'll get the few streams that have a record in it.
Record is the Patrick to Seafoam SpongeBob. Aww.
Hey, I'm smarter.
Yeah, you're the stupid one, I guess. Haha. I don't know. SpongeBob is equally stupid, but in a different way, I'd say.
Just make a dono goal record? A dono goal for what?
Another maid dress. You'll get it. Everyone wants to see you in a maid dress. Or whoa. The next goal? Put Record in this outfit.
Well, okay, now we're... No. Okay, for that, we're talking, $2,000, dude.
$2,000! Damn, that's how much does the outfit cost? This probably costs I think probably $60, $70.
You getting me to wear something that skimpy? Nah.
Okay, understandable, because this will show your butt.
Yeah.
Okay, $2,000 it is.
$2,000, and I will wear this. What Seafoam's wearing right now?
Oh my god.
Record feminine mask.
Yeah, I need to find something cause this is so extravagant and pretty. So what's the mask version of a really fancy outfit? Cause I'm not just gonna dress like Jesse Pinkman, cause that's how I dress in real life anyway. So I want something that's actually kind of cool and awesome.
Well, a full on tux.
Oh yeah, I could get a tailored suit or something. That would be so expensive. Androgyny, yay! Yeah, that'd be really fun though. Mainstream the sequel.
I don't like to think of it as mainstream the sequel. It's terrifying to consider.
Someone said his giant penis would poke out.
I mean, you're talking facts, but.
Yep. Just we'll put how would you protect from that? We'll put a blur over the general area.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be as bad as a couple of incidents that happened on my stream.
Record doing an N cosplay. That would be really cute, actually. Like a twinsies of just me twice.
Record just needs to practice tucking. I don't think that'll work well when I'm wearing shorts with a skirt.
Yeah, you just have to do the duct tape method or whatever.
No.
I don't know what they actually use, but it's some sort of tape, I think.
No.
You got it. No, that would be too hard. Learning to tuck is a full-on separate commitment. I feel like if you want to be a drag queen, sure, but for a stream, I think learning to tuck is quite the commitment.
Yeah.
Let's just let it all hang out, and then we'll just censor it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was talking in chat about OnlyFans before, and people have asked me for OnlyFans before. We just go halfway.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess it'd be the beginning of my OnlyFans. I don't know, man.
What are you gonna do on your OnlyFans? Just dress on the outfits that they want you to dress in?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'll support it. Actually, no, I'll be your manager because I could help with the outfits.
Yeah.
The stylist.
How about I take that back? I don't want people actually thinking I'm going to do that.
Damn, you folded so fast.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared. There have been people that have been begging me for an OnlyFans on your channel before. Yeah,
well, maybe stop being a femboy.
I've never been a femboy.
Someone said I found this live because I searched ASMR moaning and it showed up on top. What? There is no moaning to be had here. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Stop. I'm hanging up. Gone. He's gone. He just kept moaning. Oh no. So, okay. Leave that for the record OnlyFans. I don't want to know about it. Patrick is so extremely based. Ban record. Yep. Absolutely banned. N's definitely blushing now. I'm not blushing. Record hung up on. These are truly the dark times. Well, then stop being illegal. There's no moaning here. Record I can fix. Oh, man. Ugh, I should probably go now. Fucking... My throat hurts for some reason. I think I've been talking for way, way too long. I'll have a final Dr. Pepper sip to, commemorate the night. Okay. Big sippy. Do they have, like, a French Dr. Pepper? No, it's the same on both sides. Wait, it is. It just has, the difference is like this. Depuis. Yeah, but stop it. Stop. You've been streaming for so long. Go get some rest. I will. I'll eat a food. And then sleep. And maybe drink a lot of water. Yeah, I'll do that too. Thank you so much for coming to my birthday. That was so fun. I'm glad you guys were here for it, and I don't know. I think this is like a tradition at this point, like always doing a birthday stream, even if I'm too busy to upload, because I haven't been doing much on my channel lately, but it's like I still must show up for the birthday stream, and you guys made it really fun, so thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go rest now, and I will see you, well, within the next 2 weeks, I hope to post another video, but no promises because exam season and stuff. Who wants me to bully Seafoam into uploading more often? That would help. I need somebody to bully me because, like, it has not been happening. Because the only bullying I've gotten is from my professors to, like, complete assignments. Oh yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mart. Yes, join the Discord to know about upcoming streams, and if you join the Patreon certain level, what level is it for early access? I think it's $3. So if you join the membership on my YouTube channel, like YouTube members, or if you do the similar tier on Patreon, you can sometimes get early access to videos that I post, which is not a lot at the moment, but like usually I'll be posting pretty regularly, like a week early and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for coming, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!